have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. Get very real, keep it real, keep it yeah. Welcome to the cave, welcome to the show. A beer is cold and it's time to blow. LongHairedYeti's Cave is the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. Come on, win.
I got the mic on again, and one day I will actually get that right. So big up everyone, I'll do it again. Big up everyone, welcome to the LongHairedYeti's Cave. I am the Long-Haired Yeti, and got some good news about the channel, guys. Got some good news about the channel. The copyright, yeah, I know, mate, and every single time, bro, every single time. I don't think there's one time I haven't done it. I need to sort of set it up so it just automatically goes on when I start talking into the mic. But yeah, some good news for the channel, guys. The copyright strike. Audio's very low, is it? Okay, give me a sec. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's all, yeah, I know why. Right. It should be okay now. It was on for the NVIDIA broadcast, but it's now on Razer, so it should be all right now. It's on the actual microphone. So yeah, guys, big up everyone. I'm the Long-Haired Yeti. This is the Long-Haired Yeti's Cave, and it's going to be Chelsea against Forest first, and then later on I'll come back on and we'll do Everton against Manchester City. As I say, we've got some good news about the cave. Basically the copyright strike on my intro music, when they sent it to the people that tried to do it, it hasn't been answered in the 30 days, so the strikes have been taken off. So that's great news. So what you'd probably find, and I'd say this to any YouTuber as well, when you get a copyright strike, just dispute it. Just dispute it, because there's probably people out there that just do it anyway, just to try and get the monetary value off you, which I don't do adverts anyway. Unless they actually force it. I'm not going to do adverts on this channel anyway, and that's the only way they can make the money. So, you know, so I've gone against that. I should have gone against that other one as well that came through, but it hasn't happened again. If it happens again, then I will do, 100%. But yeah, we've had an interesting weekend, let's face it. I mean, Spurs managing to get a 2-0 win on Villa, which Villa weren't really up for it, but Spurs still had to do what they had to do, you know, and that's put us, like, they're at 37 points now, we're at 39. Yes, you can look at West Ham and look at they're the ones more in danger, but it can change, and, you know, we need a win out of this one as well today. And talking about today, this is the team we are putting out. It is Sels, Morato, Awonyi, Dominguez, Jesus, Yates, Jaya Cunha, great to see Cunha back. McAtee, Nets is actually on the field, so we'll get to see a little bit more of Nets as well. Backward and Abbott. Now Abbott always looks decent anyway. Looks like he's really getting used to his to playing at the minute, and he looks like quite a promising prospect. On the bench is Ortega, Williams, Anderson, Gibbs White, Wood, De Silva Moreira, Luca, Hutchinson and Milenkovic. Now, would I have liked to have seen the main players on to maybe get something going in the game and then put these players, put other players on afterwards? Yeah, probably. But you know what? I'm just going to say it like this, okay? You sign for Forest. When you sign for Forest, yeah, you want your chance, and you've got your chances now. So go out there, wear that shirt with pride, and make sure you giving Vitor a headache. Make sure you're making him wonder, oh, should I put him in the shirt this time, or should I stick with what I'm doing now? Make him have to make a decision on who he's going to use. This is your chance. Take it. You got one fucking shot. Take it. Let's go with a little bit of Eminem there. And here we go for the starting 11 of Chelsea. Sanchez, Gusto, Chalobah, Tosin, Cucurella, Caicedo, Lavia, Palmer, Enzo, Derry, and João Pedro. I don't know who Derry is. I thought that was to do with Stephen King's It. Jorgensen, Aki Ampong, Colwell, Fofana, James, Hato, Andre Santos, Esugo, and Delap on the bench. So right, that's your two teams. Who the fuck is Derry? I've no idea, mate. I've actually not heard of that name. Must be one of their young lads or something. So everybody pile on Derry. Everybody pile on Derry. He's new, so just pile on him. Nah, but I mean, look, you got Thierry Henry who's in the who's talking punditry as well. Absolute legend Thierry Henry. And yeah, whoever you put out in a Forest shirt, you've got to go out there and do a job, haven't you? And you've got the other players on the bench. Obviously, we want to save them for the semi-final on Thursday, and we'll see how we do. But we could. I mean, I know we've got 39 points, but you know, we could really do well. We need a win today. To be honest, we've got to win. It's not going to be easy. Let's face it. I said we can beat Chelsea. I think you can beat anybody if you've got the right mentality and the game works right. Then you can pretty much beat anyone. And we've got to prove that today, because Spurs are on 37 points now. So basically, they can get above us if we don't win. I think they've got to play Leeds, and I don't think Leeds will be as easy as what West Ham was yesterday. Let's just call it the way it is. And he hasn't aged a day, old Thierry. Nah, he don't, does he really? He really doesn't. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on there, to be honest. But yeah, we've got to go to Stamford Bridge and we've got to give it everything. I think they've still got the interim manager, but I've seen that work at times as well with our team at times. So you know, that's not anything to sort of look at. I just want a really good performance, and I want them lads to actually try and get Vitor to have a bit of a headache on who he picks as the season goes on. So here we go, and we're not kicking off just yet. And then obviously we've got Man City, Everton and Man City later on, because that's going to be important for the weekend. Some of the best play I've seen from Arsenal on Saturday, to be quite honest. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. But you know, it's still a bit squeaky bum time though, isn't it? Really, when you actually look at it. But if Everton can manage to get something, then you should be all right. But yeah, on to Forest. I mean, still not seeing any Murillo. Not really seeing like how bad that is or whatever. You know, he's still not on the bench or anything like that. We've got to concentrate on this game. This is the game that matters at the moment. I mean, there's a few comments on Facebook at the minute saying, oh, it looks like Forest want to get relegated and all this, that and the other. Look, these players were brought in for a reason, and these players need to show why they was brought in. Simple as that for me. Always simple as that for me. They're at Forest. They need to earn the shirt. It's great to see Jaya Cunha back. It can't have been as bad as what we first thought. If he's back in like already, we've got Morato was in there as well. So I mean, look, the end of the day, you've got a job, guys. Go do it. Go do it. Make us proud. You know, if we can do something good with these second stringers, I mean, Dominguez and Ryan Yates in the midfield, I'm all good for that as well. And big up Yeti and the crew. Good luck today. Cheers for that, Ross the boss. Hope you're well, pal. Yeah, we're going to have to be on it. But yeah, I've not heard of that Jesse Derry, but I don't like saying that about players because normally you end up getting to know about them. But I mean, some of the decisions this weekend have been shocking. I mean, that penalty for Bournemouth. I mean, give me a break. And then no penalty for Pablo against Brentford. I mean, he was absolutely wiped out. Don't think you can get much more stonewall than that, to be honest. Big up Eros, and hope you're well, matey. Yeah, hope everyone's doing good, guys. And we just get on with the game. Let's see how we go. Come on, you Reds. Oh, also, I watched The Mummy last night. You know, the Lee Cronin, I think it is. Fucking really good. I enjoyed that. Honestly, I really enjoyed that. It's a good film. Got a bit of an Exorcist vibe to it and a bit of an Evil Dead vibe in there as well. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a really good movie, that Lee Cronin, The Mummy. I'm going to try and watch that Oakham next as well. Apparently that's quite scary, so I want to give that a watch as well next. All good, Carl, and you as well. Cheers. Yeah, big up, mate. What did you make to your performance on Saturday, Ross? I thought that was one of the best I've seen this season, to be honest. It was quality. Seems to be a slight resurgence in quality films this past year. Yeah, they seem to be did you watch that trailer for Evil Dead? You can tell it's the people that's done Weapons. I think it's the producer that did The Mummy. I'm sure that's what it said last night. There's some really good jump scares and some scary moments in it as well. It's well worth watching, Cole. I'll tell you now, it's well worth watching. I really did enjoy that, The Mummy. I was in bed and I was like half asleep, and you know, like when something happens and it's like really loud. Fucking hell. Fucking made me wake up a few fucking times, I'll tell you. I watched the rest of it this morning though, but it is a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I mean, it is good that we've got a lot of good movies coming out as well. The Resident Evil one, that looks pretty fucking damn good, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see though on what direction he's going to take it, but it does look pretty decent. That's out in September. So, alright, to my ever-growing list. Yeah, I know, mate. Tell me about it. I watched the 5th episode of The Boys earlier on as well. You got so many, and you got The Pit that I'm so far through. You've also got Marshalls, which I'm so far through at the minute as well. From, which I watched the latest one of From today as well. There's loads, but I quite like it, to be honest. And afternoon, everyone. Big up, Fernie. Hope you're well, pal. Hope you're well, matey. Give Spurs a good fight, bro, in that game at the weekend. And afternoon, Fernie. I mean, the one thing I do know that Leeds will do is give them a fight. Leeds will definitely give them a fight. I'd be surprised if they don't, to be fair. Right. They'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm just going to get a drink. Best performance of the season for me, yeah. I was shocked at the lineup with MLS playing who thought he would actually excel in his natural position. I know, and he did, didn't he? He did big time, to be fair. Yeah, and I would totally agree on it being the best of the season so far, 100%. Where's my straw go? I ain't drinking beer yet, to be honest. Disgusted with Villa yesterday, not for resting players, but for the fans who paid all that money to watch that shit show of a performance. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But like Carl said yesterday, they know Unai Emery, and they know that he'll rest it up for like European cups and shit like that. So, Europa cups. But yeah, so I mean, I think we've pretty much done the same thing. But the different, I don't care who's on, mate. If you're in a Forest shirt, you better perform. You better perform, mate. There's no excuses here. Definitely no excuses. And like I say, with that copyright strike as well, if you get copyright struck, just challenge it. Just dispute it. They'll send the details to them, and then they'll have to get back to YouTube. These didn't bother getting back to YouTube because I think they're just trying it on. They're just trying it on to see what they can get. I should have done the same with that one against that game as well, really. I will do from now on. Every time I get one, I will actually dispute it. Because it don't hurt me to dispute it. You know, it hurts them, and they deserve it. They're trying to do shit like that anyway. Fucking hate people like that. Yeah, I mean, bro, I mean, you've got Spurs on at the weekend. You're looking all right, to be fair, but knowing what I know of Leeds, I still can't see you sort of like going like that, to be quite honest with you. I still think you'll be putting on a performance. Is it at your place or is it actually at Spurs? Let's have a look. Where the fuck is it? The fuck is it? Oh, it's here. Oh, it's actually at Spurs. But you'll definitely give them more fight than Aston Villa, I would have thought. Anyway, 100%. I mean, I said that Villa would beat Spurs. I think all of us thought that Villa would beat Spurs, but they're going for that Europa on Thursday, aren't they? Putting all their eggs in one basket. And to be fair, the team that we've picked, we've done the same. We have done the same. If Arsenal beat West Ham, we are 100% safe without kicking a ball, but we will be up for the Spurs game. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, mate. Yeah, I trust in you guys. I mean, I don't know about, like, Falker, but, you know, I do trust in Leeds as a team that they will want to be getting around that. But at the end of the day, we need to do what we need to do, you know. It's like same as was said on that takeaway last night, you know. West Ham aren't in that position because of what happened yesterday. West Ham are in that position because of what they did 20 games straight. You know, same as us. We wouldn't be in this situation if we'd have done things. It's always going to come down to that, isn't it? It's always going to come down to that. At the end of the day, it's what you should have done, what you didn't do. Falker wants to win all remaining games. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. I want to see a good performance from us today. A really good performance as well. Because whether it's second string, these people need to be on this pitch fighting for a shirt. You want a shirt, you need to fight for it. They don't just get given. So this is a chance to actually get this going. Great game yesterday as well with Man United and Liverpool. That was a cracker, that was. I had like a few watch-alongs set up yesterday, but I just couldn't. I couldn't really do them. I was queasy. I was being sick yesterday and all that, and I just didn't want to do the streams. I don't want to be running to the loo all the time when I'm trying to do streams. Fernie says, you confident today? I'm always confident, mate. I'm always confident in Forest, to be quite honest with you. You know, I do respect these lads. I like what Vitor's building. If he thinks this is good enough to put out against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, then I'll go with that. You know, I think you always have to be confident. Obviously, Morato's there, Cunha's there, which I like Cunha anyway. Dominguez is just awesome, and Yates. I mean, how long Yates will be before he gets a yellow is beyond me, but yeah, because at the end of the day, mate, they're in a Forest shirt and they need to prove a point today. Play for the badge. You go out there and you get things sorted out. But I still wouldn't underestimate. I wouldn't underestimate Chelsea, though. Certainly wouldn't underestimate them. What do you think about the? What do you think about this game, though? Do you think that we can get something out of this? I mean, get a draw maybe, but we need a win, really. We 100% need a win. He's still built like a fucking brick shit ass, isn't he, Henry? I don't want to rely on other teams, to be honest. I never want to rely on other teams. I want to get it done for ourselves. I just hope there's none of them stupid decisions in this, because some of the decisions this weekend's been shocking. I mean, I'm not being funny, but Paulina, you dived, mate. You dived and then you celebrated getting the foul. That is just ridiculous. I don't like that kind of shit. You shouldn't be celebrating getting a penalty when you've dived, or when you've dived and you get a free kick. You shouldn't be celebrating it. Morato better leave his dumb bozo brain behind today. Yeah, and he's defo on the juice. 100%. Right, here we come. Coming out. They've got to try and get back into their positions as well. I mean, I don't know what managers they're going to be looking at or anything. All about us. That Enzo winds me up proper. Yeah, well, Enzo winds me up, and that Cucurella winds me up as well. If they go 1-0 up, I bet Chelsea start time wasting like they did against us. Yeah, most probably. We just got to get it sorted, win in the right areas, get the ball nicely to Awonyi and Jesus, get them start working together as well. You know, there's a lot of teams on this pitch that's going to need to really show something. Nets I've liked, but it'd be good to see him a little bit more. Abbott I like anyway, Jai Cunha. Backward still needs to show more for me, and McAtee's on as well. And hiya Tina, hope you're well. Big up Anthony, how you doing mate? Hope you're well pal. What happened in Bristol the other day anyway mate? I saw some live YouTube thing. House blew up, didn't it? The house blew up or something. I saw somebody, one of the YouTubers doing it yesterday. An emergency scenario or something like that. What happened? You heard anything of it or what? What do you think to yourselves on Saturday, Anthony? That was good stuff, man. That was real good stuff. Right, they're focusing a lot on this Jesse Derry guy. Huddle's going on. Come on, Reds. And I just had a vision of Yeti with Cucurella hairstyle that get views. What, Sideshow Bob? Sideshow Bob hairstyle. That'd be awesome. Might look into that. I've knackered my my white forest shirt as well. I don't know what it was that was on it. I think the cat's been walking on it or something, but I think it's fucked it up. And here we go, ready for kick-off. Yates with it, plays it back to Sells. Then Sells smashes it down the left-hand side, looking for a Wanya. Wanya gets his head to it, tries to get it back over, but Enzo picks it up. It's over to Backwinner on the right-hand side, drops it back to Abbott. Abbott into Dominguez, back to Abbott. Abbott across to Backwar. Backwar then into Dominguez. Dominguez plays the ball through into the middle. And it's McAtee, plays it through to Yates. Here's Backwar on the right-hand side. Backwar gets it to Yates. Yates tries the cross. It's Cucurella and goes out for a throw-in. 45 seconds gone. And it's into Abbott. And Abbott tries a back heel and puts the ball out. It's the Chelsea player though, Derry. Throwing Forest on the right-hand side. Going 2-2 in this game, Yeti? Yeah, 2-2 would be alright, but we need a win, really. Get away from Spuds. Alright, gents, looking forward to seeing Nets. Yeah, absolutely, expat. How you doing, mate? You alright? Cucurella with a throw. It's into Caicedo. And then Chelsea clear it down the centre. Goes into Yates. It's McAtee outside the box. But he's got a lot of pressure on him. Passes it to Yates. Yates then plays it to Backward. Derry leaves something on him. Backward gets across in. It's a Wanya! Get in! Get in! Come on, Wanya! Get in! Come on! Get in, lad! Get in! You absolute beauty! Get in! Wanya! Straight away! Come on, guys! Oh my days. Get the fuck in, man. Beautiful. Straight away. We're passing through them quite well, to be honest. You fucking beauty. Lovely header there from Wanya. Great cross as well from Backwar. And Wanya just stands at the back, gets his head to it and heads it straight past Sancho. Excellent start. Excellent start. Great ball in from Backward. Yeah. And hello, mate. I got you down for 3-0 win today. Yes. Awesome. Hopefully that one happens. And yes, Expat and Joanne. That was quick. I thought he was brittle. And wasn't expecting that. And alright, Anthony. What a start. Chelsea 0. Forest 1. 3 minutes gone. Back to Cucurella. Cucurella gets it down the right-hand side to Derry. Derry trying to keep the ball in. Backward ends up with it, though. Backward then plays it down the middle to a Wanya, and it's been called back. Foul on Derry, I think, or something. I don't know why that was called back. And it's with Chelsea now. With Chalobah into Caicedo. Lavia. It's over to the right-hand side. It's back to Lavia. Forest hunting down now with McAtee. And it's over to Cucurella. Played into the centre. Yates tries to get on the end of it. Abbott gets it over to Backward on the right-hand side. And again, another Chelsea player's on the deck. 3 minutes and 55 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 1. Nice tackle there from a Wanya. Chelsea still keeping hold of it though in the defence at the moment. Over to Cucurella. Cucurella drops it back to, I think it's Akion. Is it Akion Pong? I don't know who it is. Ball through, then gets Nets. Here's Nets. He's running down the centre. Tries to take too many on. Gets it, loses it. Goes to Yates. It's back to Dominguez. Dominguez then plays it back to Cunha. Cunha across to the right hand side to Abbott. And then Abbott back to Sells. Sells into Morato. Morato gives it to Nets. And Forest now trying to build something down the left hand side with Jesus. Jesus plays it back to Cunha. Cunha across to Abbott. Abbott then puts the ball down the right hand side. Jesus picks it up, just drops it off for Backward. Backward gets it into the centre. Nets is here on the left hand side. Tackles coming in from Palmer, but Nets handles it well. It's into Morato, over to Dominguez. Back to Dominguez. Hope you're well, and I thought at first he scuffed the header. Yeah, I did as well. I thought it was going wide. Been reading if West Ham goes down, Santos will still be the manager. Hope the ref isn't too whistle happy. Are you covering the match tonight? Yes. Yeah, I will be, yeah. So Santo's going to stick around, is he, yeah? No. They don't like him. They don't like... He had us playing really well, to be honest, but... West Ham, it's just not working. And it's Chelsea now taking the ball forward. Caicedo plays it down the right hand side. Chelsea on the attack down the right hand side with Gusto. Plays it across to Palmer. Palmer then back to Gusto. Goes back to Lavia. Ball over the top. Abbott gets to Derry. Derry into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez plays a cross in, and Palmer can't get on the end of it. Need to get that pressure going though. 6 minutes and 20 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 1. I won you with a goal. Are you covering? I hope that Derry for Chelsea has a bad game. He was a youngster at Palace and left to go Chelsea for a better chance of playing first time minutes. Bollocks. Big up, Jack. How you doing, mate? I watched the next episode of From. It was okay. Yeah, the third one was good. Well, you're probably on about the second one, but the one I watched this morning, that was pretty decent, to be honest. Back with Sancho now. And yeah, that penalty yesterday, Jack, was disgusting, mate. Disgusting. But, I mean, we've seen some terrible decisions this fucking weekend. Here's Sancho. Plays it across to the right-hand side. Jesus goes into Sancho, but Sancho plays the ball down the field. Headed back by Dominguez. Back to Dominguez. Dominguez then gets it back to Morato. And Morato plays it into Yates. Yates across to Cunha. Cunha plays it through the middle to Jesus. Jesus, nice little touch of again there to Yates. And then Backward gets challenged by Cucurella. Goes down holding his leg. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, not a lot in that, to be honest. And I'll watch the next episode. Yeah, he better commentator than Lee Dixon. Yeah, in fact, VAR looked at that and said, yeah, no mistake. The bloke took a couple more steps and fell over. Now, I've seen the third episode. It's getting more interesting. Yeah, it is starting to get there, isn't it? Just got back from work. Come on, Forest. Happy bank holiday here. And same to you, Pepsi. Hope you're well, mate. Into Yates. Yates plays it down the right-hand side for a Wanyi, but that's going to be covered by Chelsea. Goes over to Cucurella. It's back to Chelsea defender. I don't know who that number 4 is. Sancho tries to get it through. McAtee presses Gusto, but Gusto manages to get it across to Chalobah. To Lavia. Back to Chalobah. And across to that fucking guy I don't know. Why do they always keep giving it to the guy I don't fucking know? Here's Yates. Loses out in the centre. It's João Pedro coming down the centre. Morato chasing him, just touches his shoulder, and Pedro goes down. Fucking Pedro goes down. Just a touch on the shoulder. Pedro goes down, and Morato gets a yellow. They did pull him back, actually. He does grab his shoulder and his shirt. Did you think Tesco's goal was handball yesterday? Well, after what Jack showed me, yeah, there is fingers on it, yeah. It's very light, but there is fingers on it. Drink, Pepsi, and good afternoon, call. Eros, Pepsi, fuck man, he touched his shoulder. Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of a pullback, and he has got his shirt. Enzo with a free kick. Come on, Forrest, keep concentrating. Ball comes in, headed away by Awoniyi. And that's going to go out on the left-hand side. Throw into Chelsea. Thrown into Derry on the left-hand side. Derry tries to get it through into the middle. Gets it through into the middle. Enzo with a shot. It's the post. And it's nets. He fires it down the left-hand side, but that's picked off by Gusto. Gusto then fires it back to that fucking defender I don't know, and Cucurella into Caicedo. That's a bad pass, and Nets comes in to get it. Nets now flying down the left hand side, still up against Lavia, but he's still got it. Nets drops it back now, and it's with Forrest, with Dominguez back to Yates. Dominguez then drops it into McAtee. McAtee turns, gets it back to Cunha. Cunha across to Abbott on the right hand side. Abbott plays it down into Jesus. Jesus tries to get it, gets it again on the second attempt. And it's into Bakwa. Bakwa now gets past 2, gets past 3, gets the cross in. Awoniyi goes down. Under the challenge of Gusto. In the box. Didn't really see. Oh, that's a shit. That's shit. Can you see the ball? Can't even see it, won't you? Yeah, I see it. Hold up. Gusto's on the back. Oh, he's pulling his shirt. He's pulling his shirt. Did he drop afterwards? Yes, but he's pulling his shirt. Definitely pulling his shirt. Checking for a possible penalty. That's a pen, that is, mate. That's a pen. Yeah, the analyst said Sensi done his job by getting the penalty. That's why driving happens, because you enable it. Yeah, exactly. 100%. And me neither, mate. And that's penalty. Pulling his shirt. Agreed, pen. What is the defender thinking? Yeah, it is. I mean, that's got to be. I mean... Go on then, make the right call. Taylor's going to the screen. "12 minutes and 35 gone. Possible penalty." Well, possible penalty check. It is a penalty for me. You see, he's got to call that. If that pull back on the shirt with João Pedro is a free kick, that's a penalty. Why is Gusto doing that? Awoniyi wasn't getting there. No. I can't hear what he's saying. After review, I'm a fucking corrupt bastard. Yellow card to Gusto, and it's a penalty, yes. Right call, expat got to give it, and correct call, yeah, absolutely. And why isn't that a red? True. And what an idiot, Gusto. Yeah, definitely. The one he's going to take it as well with the looks of it. Nope, Jesus is going to take it. He said, after review, Chelsea 27 deliberately pulls shirts of Forest attacker. My decision is penalty and yellow card. Nice. Come on, Jesus. Yes! Hey, get in! Come on, Jesus! Come on, Forest! Chelsea 0, Forest 2, and it looks like Jesus is back to, Mrs. is back to have a baby, and excellent stuff. 2-0, come on. Come on, guys, just what I said, earn your fucking shirt, and you're doing that. You are doing that. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Lovely pen. Totally sent in the wrong way. Just sent it straight down the middle. Lovely pen. And well done, Forest. And well done, Forest. Good penno. Well done. This is fantastic. Welcome in, Marie. Big up, Marie. How you doing? And Carl, merci. Hope you're well, Marie. 15 minutes and 35 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. It's back to Sancho. He smashes it up the pitch. And Dominguez has tried to win it. Nets gets in there as well. McAtee goes in and gets it. But then a tackle comes in from Lavia. It's with McAtee now. It's going out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side for Forest. Go on, lads. Keep at it. Throwing comes in, headed over by Awonyi, and Cucurella gets it back to Sancho. And Sancho plays it down the right-hand side, and that's out for a throw-in. Got him on the ropes, goes back to Morato. Morato then over to Jaya Cunha. Cunha into Abbott. Abbott then puts it down into the middle again, and Jesus keeps hold of it and then gets taken out by Caicedo. Definitely took his leg there. Got away with one there, I think. And what a start. Jovan 3-0 is on. De Zerbi in the stands. Yeah, the 3-0 is on. A lot of players with points to prove. Yeah. And where's the Michael Chelsea guy? And Chelsea also crap, says Marie. And AU Yeti, Forest is on fire, sort of speak in a good way, though I've never seen a good Forest fire. Yeah, me neither. Big up pipes. Shot comes in from Palmer, and that's wide. 17 minutes and 25 gone. I would imagine Michael's doing a watch along himself on Rumble, I would imagine. Can't be letting Palmer have shots like that, though. Over to Nets. Nets plays it into McAtee. It's back to Morato. Morato just walking forward. Plays it into Jesus. Jesus then gets it over to McAtee. McAtee drops it back to Dominguez. Dominguez then to McAtee. McAtee now is having a run down the right-hand side. Gets tackled, though, by Lavia. And here comes Chelsea down the right-hand side, but their pass is going to go out, or Morato's just going to stop it going out. It's with Morato now. And Morato plays a long ball down the left-hand side, looking for Awonyi. Awonyi gets his head to it, but Chelsea defender's going to be able to get that back to the keeper. Turns, though, doesn't bother, gets it into Lavia. And it's Lavia with a ball now. Awonyi just standing off him. Gets it across to Cucurella. And it's Cucurella back to... Awonyi very nearly cut that out there. And it's with Sancho. Sancho puts the ball over to the left-hand side to Derry. And it's Derry now. He drops it back to Caicedo. It's over to Chalobah. Chalobah down the right hand side to Gusto. Gusto then plays it in the middle to Lavia. Lavia plays a ball through into João Pedro. Tackle comes in from Dominguez. And the two of them go down holding their ankles. And Dominguez is rolling around and staying down as well. Oh, he's trod on his fucking ankle. Pedro's trod on his ankle. It's a fucking naughty one and all. Where's the Chelsea guy? I can see them losing their heads, and yeah, and what the fuck should be a red? He actually trod on his ankle there. Nothing for that. Here's Cunha over to Abbott. Abbott gets it down the right hand side to Backward. Backward gets the ball taken off him by Cucurella. It's Derry now. Backward's going back towards him, but it's still with Derry. Plays it into Caicedo. Caicedo across to Cucurella. Back to Caicedo. Press comes in from Jesus. He drops it back to that defender. And here's Chalobah. Into Lavia. Cross to Cucurella. Cucurella then gets it down to Derry. They definitely want to try and go for this side with Abbott on it. And it's with Cucurella. Cucurella gets it back to that defender. Into Chalobah. Cross to Gusto on the right hand side. It's back to Chalobah. Back to that defender. Into Cucurella. Into Caicedo. Over to Chalobah. Chalobah gets it down the right hand side to Palmer. Palmer now with the ball looking towards going into the centre. Drops back down the right hand side. He's got McAtee up against him. Gets it into Gusto. And it's back with Palmer. Palmer then drops it back to Lavia. Over to Caicedo. Into Cucurella. Cucurella drops it over to Derry. It's Derry again on this left hand side up against Abbott. Abbott just staying on his feet. And then Derry goes down for some reason. Over to Enzo. Into Chalobah. They're pushing forward a little bit now. Gusto's here on the right hand side up against McAtee. It's it back to Palmer. Palmer into Lavia. Chalobah back to that defender. Go on, we need to get Hunting down and win this fucking ball. 21 minutes and 48 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Nasty that. And Caicedo in Portuguese means falls early. Well, that's very fitting. Absolutely. 22 minutes and 10 gone. And it's Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Throw in from Nets. Not the best, to be fair. Nets has got to try and get this again. He's up with Palmer. Gets the ball across to Palmer, and that's going to be a Chelsea corner. I thought that hit Palmer before it went out, personally, but Chelsea corner takes a short one to Gusto. It's Chelsea now on the right hand side. One goes in to stop it. The cross in though from Gusto's not very good. It's right over the goal and right out. Come on, Forest. 22 minutes and 52 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. And the goal kick's going to be taken by Morato. Smashes the ball down the middle of the field. It's headed back by Cucurella. Headed back again by Morato. Yates gets his head to it, and then Jesus goes for the second one. Enzo gets it over to the right hand side to Gusto. And Gusto plays it back to Chalobah. Into Lavia. Lavia then goes down under the challenge. And it's free kick to Chelsea. Into Caicedo. He's in the centre circle. Caicedo tries to play it through for João Pedro. It's read though by Jair Cunha. But they're not read by Backward. Here's Caicedo over to Lavia. Lavia gets it down the right hand side to Gusto. It's dropped back to Palmer. Palmer to Lavia. Lavia again to Gusto. into Lavia. I think we've got to hunt the ball down a bit more and actually get the ball off them. Oh, we have done that. Well done, you must have heard me. And here's Forrest again on the right hand side with Bakwa. Bakwa plays a little back heel there, nice. Over to Jesus. Jesus gets it back to Yates. It's into Bakwa again. Bakwa drops it back to Abbott. Abbott back to Iacuña. Into Dominguez, and then Dominguez back to Sells. Sells smashes the ball up the field. And should get on Yates's head. It does, and that's just rolling all the way through for Cucurella to start bringing the ball back down the left-hand side. And here's Chalobah into Lavia, over to Palmer. It's with Palmer now. Palmer's getting challenged by Nets. Palmer's still got it though. Drop through into Gusto. We're letting this happen a little bit too much. And Abbott and Derry with a scissor kick or whatever you call it. And it's over the ball. We need to be cutting it out, going down these wings. Cutting out the crosses as well. 25 minutes and 37 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Ball over the top from Sells. That should be won by Bakwa, but Cucurella gets in there. Here's Derry on the left-hand side up against Yates. Yates trying to tackle him now. He has to go all the way back to that defender. Into Enzo. Enzo drops it back to Caicedo. It's crossed to Chalobah on the right hand side, and then it's over to Palmer. Palmer back to Chalobah. Into Cucurella. Cucurella just going over the halfway line. Plays it back to Chalobah. And it's over to the right hand side again with Palmer. Nets up against Palmer. Try and fucking get the ball. It's still Palmer. He's trying to get round to the centre of the goal. He plays it into Enzo. Enzo across to Cucurella. Cucurella to Derry. We're letting him play a little bit, to be honest. That's nice. So Yates gets the ball, gets it to Abbott, over to Bakwa. Bakwa fires it up. Jesus can't get on the end of it though. Stays with Caicedo. Into Enzo to Derry. Back to Enzo. Enzo then plays it across to Chalobah. Palmer again on this right hand side. Got Nets and Nets and McAtee on him. Back to Caicedo. Into Lavia. Lavia outside the box. Is clipped away there by McAtee. Then Bakwa tries to get onto Lavia. Into Cucurella. Over to Derry. Derry then pulls inside. Tackle comes in from Dominguez, but it's still with Chelsea. They get it over to this right-hand side now with Palmer. Tackle comes in from Nets, and he takes it away from Palmer. Then Nets tries to get away, and Palmer takes him down. Well done, Nets. Well done, Nets. And Derry's dad is Sean Derry. Oh, yeah, he used to play for us, QPR and Leeds, didn't he? Play on loan for Forest too. Yeah, I think he did come to us at one point, yeah. Like the look of Nets. Yeah, he looks decent, doesn't he? It's Iacuña, plays it across to Abbott. Abbott plays it right down the centre, looking for a Wanya. Wanya gets his head to it, but then that defender gets it across to Gusto. And Gusto back to Sancho. Cheers. Into Cucurella. Played up to Caicedo. Back to Cucurella. He plays it into Caicedo. Caicedo then gets it across to Chalobah. Chalobah on the right hand side gets it to Palmer. Back to Chalobah. Back to that defender. Into Chalobah. Chalobah then again over to the right hand side. Nets gets to Palmer. And that goes back to Chalobah again. And it's across to Cucurella. And he's getting pressured by Jesus. Gets the ball through to Endo. Endo gets it to Derry. Cucurella's going for the overlap. Derry finds him now. Cucurella with a cross. Goes all the way through. Headed away by Morato. It's straight at Endo though. It's Latvia outside the box. Charged down by Dominguez. And Net should be able to get that out for a throw-in on the right hand side. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. It's a good cross as well from Cucurella. We're going to have to be a bit careful. It's a good header away though. £29 and 58 gone. Nets has got something in his eye. Probably his pupil. Game stopped at the minute. We're looking at Thiago Silva. And Nets is getting some treatment. Derry's getting some treatment, I mean. Not sure what's going on for you. Great start though, guys. Great start. I think we're sort of laying back, dropping back a little bit at the minute. Need to not let them get confident playing. Keep getting about them. Keep stopping them. And when we get back on, it'll be a throw to Chelsea on the right hand side. Gusto throws it into Lavia. Lavia then drops it back to Chalobah. Into that defender. And it's over to Lavia even. And Forest now pressing with Jesus. Kick the ball right down the pitch, and that goes out for a goal kick. Go on, Forest, we're up 3. £31 and 52 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. And Alan Smith said Yates was taking a risk there, doing that to Derry, blocking him off. Smith was basically insinuating it should have been a pen. Oh, right, okay, one knob. Now in it, that I hope. Oh, Jesus with a shot straight at Sanchez. Beautiful sound of boos ringing out across Stamford Bridge. Yeah. Lovely pass in that was from McAtee. Straight at Sanchez, though. And Chelsea now with it with Caicedo. Drops it across to Cucurella. Into Enzo. Back to Cucurella. Into Chalobah. Chalobah just walking forward. Plays it into the number 4. It's over to Caicedo. Back to Cucurella. Into the number 4. Cross to Chalobah. Chalobah down the right hand side again to Palmer. Into Latvia. Lavia tries to get the ball through. It's cut out by Yates. It's into Nets on the left hand side. Nets gets it back to Yates. Tackle comes in from Lavia. Yates is on the floor. Gets back up again now. And it's over to Derry on this left hand side. And Backward gets the tackle in. That's going to be a throw into Chelsea on the left hand side. Thrown out to Caicedo. Into Endo. Endo gets it over to the right hand side to Palmer. And it's Palmer now on the right hand side looking to cross it in. Gets it to Endo on the outside of the box. Shot comes in. It's Morato. And ball over the top. Palmer brings the ball down. Awonyi now chasing Chalobah. It's over to the number 4. Into Lavia. Cross to Chalobah. And again, Palmer on this right-hand side. He's getting a lot of attention by nets, and that's going to be a Chelsea throw-in. All the way into Derry. Abbott's with him, gets the shot through Abbott's legs, and it's saved by Souls. 34 minutes and 35 gone. It's a double block. That does go up in Dominguez's hand. Awonye now gets the ball through to McAtee. It's McAtee on the left hand side going into the box. Tries to get the cross and he gets the corner off Chalobah. It's nice. I agree, mate. What a knob. He's an awful co-commentator. Is Smith. Yeah, there's a lot of them though, isn't he? Need to be like the UFC. I mean, they're really good, to be honest, though. Corner Forest, 35 minutes and 15 gone. Go on, Awonye, get your head on this. Come on. Corner comes in, it's a short one to Nets. Nets takes the shot and it takes a deflection. No, it's not Nets, it's McAtee. Nice short corner. It's Morato though and goes out. That'd have been a nice goal. And it's with Chelsea again now with Pedro. Pedro's all the way back. McAtee's trying to get the ball off him. And he gets the ball forward. Goes straight into Cunha. He gets it back to Souls. Then Souls smashes the ball down the right hand side. Jesus gets his chest to it and gets it secondly, gets it over to Abbott. Abbott gets the ball down the line for Bakwa, but number 4 picks it up, gets it into Endo, and it's across to Chalobah. Over to the right hand side again to Palmer. Palmer into Endo, across to Caicedo, into Derry. Derry gets the cross in, it's kicked away by Jaya Cunha, and then Abbott gets the second clearance, goes into Awonye. Awonye sends it down the right hand side for Jesus, but he ain't going to keep that in. 36 minutes and 55 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Over to Lavia. Into Palmer. Gusto, I mean. To Lavia again. Fucking ears making me nose itch. Palmer into Gusto. He plays it into João Pedro. It's Pedro up against Morato. And Morato's doing well and Pedro takes the ball out. Forest throwing. Come on, you Reds. 37 minutes and 32 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Long throw comes in from Morato, gets it all the way up the field. Dominguez goes in for the second one. Jaya Cunha gets his head to it. It's with Pedro though on the right hand side trying to get the cross in. Drops it back over to Palmer. Palmer then drops it back to Gusto. And Gusto drops it back to Chalobah. Into Cucurella. Cucurella then down into Endo. Endo into Derry. Abbott gets the tackle in and Abbott gets the ball away, but it only goes to Cucurella. It's still with Enzo, and Enzo drops it over to Palmer again on this right hand side. And he gets it into Lavia. It's Lavia now trying to turn outside the box, trying to get the shot, gets it through into Enzo. Enzo's still got it. Yates here. A tackle comes in there from Dominguez to stop him having the shot. It's over to Derry. Derry now on the left hand side. Abbott gets his foot onto it and it's going to be a Chelsea corner. 38 minutes and 43 gone. Corner Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Come on lads, concentrate. Concentrate, pick up your man. Ball comes in, it's headed away. Souls misses it. Yates is on the deck. Put this on charge. Just gets it's tossing. That's who he is, and you are a fucking tossing as well. Just bloody elbows. Just boarded Yates in the back. And just before Forrest took that short corner, I said to my missus, I'd just take it short and get someone to run onto it and hit it, and they did it. Nice. You said it, mate. You said it. You said it, man. 39 minutes and 46 gone. And that's into Pedro. Pedro keeps hold of the ball, but Yates gets onto him. Nice little flick over the top by Dominguez. It's gone to Derry, though. Derry's put the ball forward to Pedro, and he's got past Cunha. He's on the left-hand side here, Pedro. Trying to get the cross in. Forrest just keeping with it. Abbott's on it. It's Pedro still in the box, and Pedro throws himself to the floor. And Anthony Taylor says, just get up. I could see exactly what he was going to do then. Look at that. Get out of here, bro. Fuck off. Never a pen. João Pedro taking a dive again. Yeller him. Yeah, 100% yeller him. Didn't even touch him. I don't understand how it's not a yellow card, to be honest, because you're cheating. Ball kicked up the field down the right hand side. Jesus can't win the header. Derry and Yates fight for the next one, and it's with Chelsea now with Caicedo. Caicedo across to Chalobah. Press comes in from Forrest. It's into Palmer. Over to the right hand side for Gusto. And Gusto drops it back to Chalobah. Into Caicedo. Caicedo across to Enzo. Enzo now running down the centre. Can't get it past Yates though. It's with Dominguez. Dominguez just drops it through. McAtee gets it really well there, but it's going to go all the way through to Chalobah. And it's Palmer again on the right hand side. Into Lavia. Back to Chalobah. Cross to Caicedo. Back to Tosin. Back to Tosin again. Into Lavia. Cross to Palmer. Palmer now up against Nets. Nets gets his foot in. Palmer goes down. It's going to be a free kick. Gusto, I mean, not Palmer, you know. Pedro knew that Forrest had shepherded him and he had nowhere to go, so took a dive. Yeah, absolutely. 100%, mate. 100%. 42 minutes and 25 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Have I got any beer left in it? Well, I have actually. It's not. You have to go in the freezer though. Headed away by Forest. Sort that out in a bit. Here's Cucurella getting pressure from Awonyi. Gets it over to Derry. Derry then backles it through to Cucurella. Cucurella gets the cross in. João Pedro gets his head to it. Backward goes down under the challenge. And it's Palmer. Gets the ball into the box. It's cut out by Forrest. Shot comes in. And no problem there for Sells. 43 minutes and 10 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Backward and Gusto there. They've both got hold of each other. Morato tries to play the ball through for Yates. That was Cunha actually. It is Pedro trying to get the ball into the middle. Yates smashes it out for a corner. Well done, Yates. Bit of a danger area there. That was a Cunha pass, mate. Straight out to a Chelsea player. And it's Enzo now with a corner. 43 minutes and 52 gone. 2 balls on the pitch. Neither of them belong to João Pedro. And Enzo gets the ball into the box. It's punched away by Sells, and it's a corner on the opposite side. That to me is half a dozen of one, half a dozen of the other, to be honest. Again, Alan Smith said VAR should have had a look at backward Gusto for a penalty. He's a fucking knob, that guy is. Then he says Gusto should have made more of it. What a fucking knob. Yeah, I said it. Oh, Derek. Header out. Oh, it's a clash of heads there with Derry and Abbott. That is a clash of heads there. Bravery from Abbott to get on to Derry there as well. .44 minutes and 58 gone. Both players down flat. He gave a pen for Chelsea for that. .45 minutes and 38 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Abbott's sitting up. Derry's still down. Big up Yeti, mate. Big up Adam. How you doing, mate? Great game yesterday. Awesome, mate. And he gave a pen for Chelsea. It was a 50-50. Fuck's sake, how's that pen? They both went for the ball, so how is it a pen? Big up Yeti, mate. I ain't seen nothing on a pen yet, guys, so spoilers, yeah. VAR confirmed the pen. You okay today, Yeti, mate? Ridiculous. I ain't seen anything on any of that yet. Looked to me like they both went for the ball in the air. Still, Derry's still on the floor, getting a stretcher ready for him. And ridiculous. What are you actually supposed to do as a defender then? If someone's going to edit out your goal, are you supposed to just like drop down and let him edit out your fucking goal? What the fuck is this game, bro? The ref pointed to the spot immediately on contact. No spoilers. Yeah, I didn't see that, bro. I'll be honest, I didn't see it, and I can't hear it either. I did see the Forest players getting round the ref, so I couldn't tell exactly what was going on. Still not even picked him up yet. Still on the deck. Have you seen the replay of it? I ain't seen a replay of it yet. Class game yesterday, Yeti, mate. So good to have UCL football back at my club, Man United. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It was a bloody good game as well. Fairs and big up Carl, mate. Looked to me like they both, one was defending and the other was attacking, and they both went for a ball in the air. I mean, he's still flat out. It looked a hard hit. And evening, Adam. No idea why it's pen out and no replay. Nah, not seen the replay yet. Maybe they want to make sure he's okay first before showing it. Yeah, no replay is weird. Yeah, on the beer, Yeti, mate. I will be on in a bit. Well, I did say I hope Derry had a bad game. I didn't mean this bad. Yeah, it's a bad injury. They won't show replays now. I mean, if it is, I mean, I couldn't really see it at the time, to be honest. It looked like a proper good clash of heads, like. It is a bad one because, I mean, he's still down. Nico Williams is getting ready to come on. Yeah, there's no malice from anyone. It was a genuine 50-50. Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. The lap's coming on now as well. Abbott's had to go off as well for Williams. I mean, nobody wants to see a player go off injured, to be fair. He looked out before he hit the deck, and yeah, Carl, as soon as he hit the floor, the way he landed, he looked out already. Got me a nice can of Pepsi. I have Yeti, mate. Nice one, bro. See, mate. Shame for Zach Abbott too. I thought he was having a good game. Yeah. Let's say I need to see it again, to be honest. If he's completely misdone his header then and smacked him in the head, hopefully he'll be alright. Never nice to see. No, it's not. And you get your Pepsi off Amazon, Yeti, mate? Yeah, I do. 24 cans, mate. 24 cans. And hopefully you'll be alright. Never nice to see on the Pepsi too. Nice, we are the Pepsi crew. And he looks like a good one. Abbott, Nuno trusted him last year in the cup fight semi-finals, so it must be decent. Yeah, and you get your Pepsi off Amazon. I'm the only one on the beer. Damn, I need to sort myself out. I'll be on it in a bit, mate. I was going to say Derry will remember his first start, but then maybe not. Sorry. I know, mate. Right, trying to clear everything off the pitch at the minute. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get beer in a sec, Cole. So we'll be the beer twins, mate. Right, being stretched off now. Hopefully it'll be all right. I mean, nobody wants to see things like that. Yeah, here's the replay here. Good up for the header. Ooh, fucking hell. Yeah, Derry gets the header, but Abbott misjudges it and gets straight into the side of his head. Always have my back, Yeti. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, Derry gets the header, and then Abbott goes in, and it's just as he lands, he cracks him straight in the side of the fucking head, man. That would, yeah. Here's the penalty. Palmer with it. Saved by Sells. And it's second shot. It Sells and goes out for a corner. Come on. Come on. Great save by Sells. Just seen it, not for me. And save and magic justice. Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's like, you know, you're going to try and defend. You're going to try and stop him. I mean, what? I don't know what else you do. Do you not try and stop him heading the ball in the net? I mean, you don't want to stop him like that, of course, but... Great save from Sells there. Not a very good penalty, to be honest. Well done, Sells. Be mindful of spoilers, guys. Gentle reminder, and poor pedo, but what a vital save. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And we're back on now with Lavia. Gets it to Tosin. Tosin gets it back to Sancho. Sancho smashes the ball down the pitch. Morato gets his head to it. Goes all the way through into Cucurella. Cucurella fires it down the right-hand side. And it's headed out by Nets. 55 minutes and 50 gone. Into Lavia. Cross to Tosin. Over to Cucurella. Enzo. Just in the centre of the field. Plays it across to Lavia. Lavia then drops the ball down to Gusto. It's back with Lavia into Palmer. Palmer's got McAtee and Nets on him. Gets it through into Gusto. And Gusto gets it back to Caicedo. It's over into the centre circle for Tosin. And he gets it over to Pedro on the left hand side. João Pedro now going to try and get the cross. Nico Williams going towards him. Williams gets the tackle in. And I think it's out for a goal kick. It went off Pedro afterwards. Well played, Williams. There was no intent at all from Abbott. No, I don't believe there was at all. Yeah, done nothing wrong. They both just went for it in each other's head. Neither plays the challenge and need half time. Yeah, absolutely. 100% need half time. Got an extra 5 minutes. 57 minutes and 10 gone there. It's headed back up the field by Morato. Picked up by Gusto. Yates now in the centre trying to get the ball. Jesus gets across as well. It's with Caicedo in the centre. Plays it across to Chalobah. Chalobah now on the right hand side. Puts the ball over the top for Gusto. And Morato will just see this ball go out for a goal kick. Well done. Yeah, it's definitely one of them can't be helped. There's no doubt about that. It's one of them that can't be helped. Haven't had a Big Mac for a while, and Marianakis looks so dodgy. Haven't Big Mac. He does look like a dodgy bastard, doesn't he? But he's our dodgy bastard. He's our dodgy bastard. Here's Palmer. Tackle comes in. Yates picks the ball up, gets it across to Nico Williams. It's Williams now on the right hand side. He's got Bakker on the outside of him. Plays it to Bakker now. It's Bakker up against Cucurella. Bakker drops into Yates. Over to Nico Williams. That's dropped back to Cunha. And then back to Morato. And Morato back over to Cunha. And then Cunha puts the ball down the centre to Bakker. Bakker again does that little back heel. Dominguez gets his head to it. Into McAtee. It's played through for McAtee. It's Caicedo. Goes out for a throw-in. No, it's theirs actually. Gusto with a throw-in. Toss in the salad. Over to Cucurella. Back to toss in the salad. And it's kicked up the field by Sancho. Jai Cunha should get his head to that. Yates plays the ball right over the top. And tossing the salad gets it back. And it's into Caicedo. Cross to Chalobah. Over to the right hand side to Gusto. Into Chalobah. Back to tossing the salad. And it's over to Caicedo again. Came up on the cam. Looks like he should be in the Godfather 4. Sorry, I haven't Big Mac for a while. Or had one. Right, so I think that's half time. Yeah, I reckon that. Yeah. Half time, guys. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Terrible accident, and it is an accident. They get a penalty, and South saves it superbly. It's not a very good penalty, though, from Palmer, to be quite honest. And Sells gets it on the second attempt as well. And Awonyi scores an absolute fucking cracking goal to get us started. And that's the tale of the tape. 2-0. Right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm just going to get a beer. And Mariakis look so dodgy, and fair play, lads, away from home too. Some save from Sells. Backwards have been impressive, as has Nets. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do like that Nets. There's something about him when I first saw him come on, to be honest. In that was it the European? I can't remember which game he actually came on, but he did look like he had something about him, and he definitely has. To be fair, McAtee I think's done all right as well. Be honest, Backwards done all right with his little flips and all that kind of stuff. Although at times we have lost the ball due to it. Awonyi's Eddie. Awonyi's Eddie. Awonyi's well, fuck off. Awonyi's. I ain't even drank the fucker yet. Awonyi's header was class. Looked to me like it was going wide, but it didn't. The Morato switch by using his chest as well from the corner was quite. From the shot from McAtee, I mean that was bloody close. Right. Okay. Cheers, guys. It's what we need, to be honest. It is absolutely what we need. It's unfortunate for Derry. I don't believe for a minute that Abbott... it's just a misjudging of where the ball's coming down, really. It's one of those things. There was nothing done on purpose there. He just ain't that kind of player, and he's getting his chance on the pitch as well. Obviously, the Jesus pen as well. And it sees us Chelsea 0, Forest 2. But no, I mean, nobody wants to see stuff like that, but it's part of the game, isn't it? Unfortunately, it's just how it is. You've got to defend. Just hopefully he's going to be alright and there's not going to be any lasting issue with it. But yeah, I mean, I think we done really well in that first half, to be honest. I think McAtee's played some really good little passes as well. Just dropped it inside as they're trying to get to us. I think he's done some real good stuff in doing that. So far, so good, and also Jesus as well. He's made some real good like interjections and stuff. Backwards look better than I've seen him for a while, to be fair. What's your thoughts, expat? And Marie, because you're watching it, and Jack, and everybody really. All come out wearing the shirt with pride is what exactly what I asked for, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy with that. Big time, mind you. But you know, Palmer on, you know, when Sells makes that save, I'm just watching it again. You know, when Sells goes back for the ball as Palmer's trying to shoot it, Palmer jumps over his hands. He could have gone then. And up the Forest, big up the Dharma. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, pal. And proper Chelsea. Got to get it done. We had to get it. We haven't done it yet, but we had to get something done today. After Spuds went in yesterday. I mean, I know we're not in the position of where West Ham are, but it still can get quite worrying. What a performance, full of heart, yeah, and a proper save, yeah, 100%. Pressure save, yeah, massive pressure, weren't it, really? Massive pressure. Weren't a great penalty, but I mean, that you've just got to make sure you save it, haven't you, at the end of the day? And all's looking good so far. And I think the lads have done themselves proud, to be honest. Fair play to Palmer for not leaving his leg in and playing the game. Yeah, exactly, 100%. He jumps over his arms. Just watching it again there on the replay, As Sel's hands come out, I thought he actually got the ball, to be fair, but he didn't on that replay. So Palmer jumps over his hands. Could easily have done the thing that a lot of them do, couldn't he? Could have dragged his foot. Palmer smiling when he missed the pen. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that, mate. Just smiling, then just threw the ball over the top. Maybe he's secretly a Forest fan, Fernie. I think he's United, isn't he, Palmer? Sure, I read somewhere that Palmer's a United fan. I think Yates has been Yates. I think Dominguez has been good as well. You know, quite happy with what I'm seeing at the minute. Best wishes to the Chelsea lad from Moore. Yes, 100%, mate, 100%. I didn't see it as well when I first saw it. So that was kind of my reaction, but when I seen it the second time, I was like, damn, that's nasty. Well, it's not nasty, it's nasty injury, but it wasn't done in a nasty way. He's just trying to defend, isn't he? But blinking flip, Yeti, let's have a boring second half. Taiwo on fire, Matty Sells, bless him, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we need to just keep it together now, and hopefully we can grab another one as well. Grab another one on the counter or something, and then move on to Thursday. We've got, is it Bayern Munich and PSG tomorrow night, isn't it? Looking forward to that second leg. Don't think it'll be up to the first, though, do you? I don't think it'll be up to the first leg. I think we expect that, but I mean, I hope so. I hope it's a game like that, because that game was fucking amazing. It's SV. Oh, is it you guys tomorrow, is it? I thought you guys played Wednesday. Ars at Madrid tomorrow, and then Bayern PSG on Wednesday. Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably do the Arsenal and Madrid one as well. I wonder if he'll stick with what worked, or he'll do what he'd normally do. That's going to be the big question, isn't it? Right, we're getting ready for the second half. Chelsea Forest. Just looked at table, you need 2 points to be 100% safe. Should get that. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think that is the main thing in it, really. Glad you guys have sorted yourselves out, though, Fernie, mate. You and Sunderland. Major pressure tomorrow, so he'll probably revert back to usual idiocracy. Yeah, and signing off for second half. Not going to jinx this. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Big up to you anyway, mate. Thanks for coming in. I hope we don't sit back too much. Yeah, same here. I don't want us to sit back. And take care, Mark. And we need 1 point. Yeah. Looks like Gibbs White's going to come on as well. Tossing's off. Colwill's gone. Gibbs White's coming on. Milenkovic is coming on. And Anderson's coming on. Nice. Gibbs White, Milenkovic and Anderson coming on. Yeah, I've got a parrot. Didn't know I had a parrot. Jesus off, Cunha off, and Dominguez off. Come on, lads. No Einer on the bench either, I noticed. Or Murillo. Seen anything of him since that situation. And off we go with the second half. It's kicked back to Sanchez. Played over the top. Milenkovic wins the header. And Chelsea now on the left hand side. Delap just bodies Milenkovic. And then Delap can't control the ball. It's out for a goal kick. Would have been nice to go to Spurs Monday night and relegate them. Yeah, and how about bollocks? I typed that before you said it, so I've got the parrot. Oh, nice. And if you're a Chelsea player struggling to get back into the game, you don't want to see those 3 subs. No, you don't. You don't. They've all done well, and odd luck coming off. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've done their bit, big time. And it's Lavia back to Colwill. Colwill across to Cucurella. Down the line, Pedro gets the ball taken off him. And it's back with Chalobah. Chalobah gets it down the right hand side to Gusto. Gusto back to Chalobah. And then Chalobah back to Sanchez. Colwill coming forward with a ball now, plays it down the left hand side, and then that's back to Colwill again. Ball went out, thrown to Forrest on the right hand side. Nico Williams with it. Throws the ball in on the right hand side, goes over everybody, and Chalobah gets the ball back up into the centre, and that should be Morato to send the ball over to the right hand side. Cucurella can only give it to Yates, and it's with Bakwa, and then Forrest just dropping it back now to Milenkovic, into Morato. Morato gets it down the left hand side to Nets, getting absolute buried that at him. And Nets clears the ball back to Sells. Sells smashes the ball down the right hand side looking for Bakwa. But Chelsea win the header there. And it's Milenkovic now up against João Pedro. Milenkovic gets it back to Sells. Ball over the top looking for a Wonyi. That's won in the air by Chalobah. McAtee goes down under the pressure of Lavia. Free kick Forest. In the centre of the pitch. Yeah, what I said at the start of the game when I saw the team sheet, you know, this is your chance, take it. And they did. Here's Morato into McAtee. McAtee gets the ball to Gibbs White. Oh, Gibbs White just couldn't get the ball under control there. Anderson picks it up in the midfield, starts coming down the right hand side, sends it right into the box, and it goes past everybody and out on the left hand side. That was a lovely pass through from McAtee there. Gibbs White probably maybe hit that straight away, maybe. And whenever I see Colwell, I think of the playoff and how much he must dislike us. Just got up. Come on, you bushy bastards. Big up, Dal. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, pal. 49 minutes and 10 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. And that ball's back to Chalobah. Across to Colwell. Colwell through the centre to Enzo. It's back to Colwell. Colwell then back to Sanchez. Sanchez then struggles to get the ball over to the right hand side to Lavia. He's got pressure from Awoniyi. Gets past Awoniyi. It's Lavia now. Sends it down the right hand side to Gusto. It's Gusto up against nets. Gusto gets the cross in. It goes all the way through to Cucurella on the left hand side. Cucurella drops it up in the air. He goes into Gibbs-White. It's with Gusto now on the right hand side trying to get the cross in. It's nets. Goes out for a corner. "50 minutes gone. We struggled a little bit with that. 50 minutes and 15 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 2. Cross comes in. It's over from Forest and Cucurella then smashes the ball over Stamford Bridge. Here's McAtee, gets the ball to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White plays it down the right-hand side. It's a bit of a short one there for Bakwa. Cucurella gets in there. It's going to be a Forest throw-in, though, on the right-hand side. Nico Williams comes over to take it. Williams throws it back to Anderson. It's crossed to Morato. Morato then drops it back to Milenkovic. Milenkovic into Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White gets it over to the right-hand side to Anderson. Anderson plays it down to Gibbs-White on the right-hand side. He can get this ball into the box. It's Awoniyi. Get in. Fucking have it. Come on. Come on. What a setup. What an attack. Get in. Come on. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Gibbs-White, that was a beautiful move, that was. What a beautiful move that was. And it's Chelsea 0, Forest 3. What a fucking move that was, man. Big up Awoniyi as well. Big up Awoniyi. 2 on the score sheet. Excellent. That was an excellent move. Over to the right-hand side. Anderson puts it down to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White just keeps the pace. He's offside. On that view, it looks offside. Not putting the score there yet. That's offside. But then you get the other views, so weird when you see where we are and where the Terriers are. Life not fair. God bless John Moss, although he's let himself go since he was in Culture Club and goal and Unreal. Come on. And hey, that's right. Wow, damn, my dog is checking. I'm all right. Glad we're not making you lot in this running. And morning, Rossi. Awesome. 3-0. These still shots that they give you, you can't. It's so hard to tell. And given, and when it's so close, they should let it stand. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a brilliant. That's brilliant. That. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Get in. Well played, Awoniyi. 3-0 to the Forest. Just what we needed after that yesterday with Spurs. Just what we needed to get away from it. Oh, thought they'd chalk it off. Yeah, I did as well. And when it said close, given nice to see them giving it to benefit of the attacker. Yeah, and all thought they'd chalk that off. This is excellent, and Joanne is spot on so far. It's 54 minutes and 28 gone though. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. McAtee really goes in for that. Here's McAtee on the left-hand side. He's going to be able to keep this in as well. Here's McAtee on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Nets. Nets into Anderson. Anderson across to Gibbs White. Gibbs White passes cut out. And Forrest just pressing crazy now to try and keep hold of the ball. But Endo gets taken down. Referee says, go up, you weirdo. And here's Chalobah into Sanchez. Over to Colwell. For a team that can't score, we are scoring a few. I know we are. We have started banging them in, haven't we? Well, it was the Burnley game, wasn't it? I can't see us being able to get back into this. We can't score goals. And soon have positive goal difference. Yep. 100% into Pedro. Pedro then getting challenged. And that's back to Colwell. Colwell into Lavia. Lavia across to Chalobah. Chalobah down the right hand side to Gusto. It's into Caicedo. Back to Gusto. Forest just covering lines at the minute. They get it to Delap, but Delap's touch has taken it out, and Milenkovic just stays in front of him, and Delap just pushes Milenkovic out of the way because he can't get past him. He'll fucking murder you, bro. What you doing? What are you doing? 56 minutes and 36 gone, and the ball out to Nets has gone out. It's going to be a throw into Chelsea on the right hand side. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. Into Colwell. And I noticed Dow said there, I didn't read it, but I noticed Dow said there, glad we're not playing you lot in this running. And it's Enzo, gets the ball down to Cucurella. Cucurella now fires it into the box. I'm not sure which box. I think he was trying to fire it into the director's box. Lavia's off now for Andre Santos, who we had on loan, if you remember. Never really used him though, did we, really? And ball over the top for Nets. Gibbs White gets his head to it. Colwell then gets a boot away on the right hand side. It's kept in by Williams. Williams drops it over to Yates, back to Williams. Williams then back to Milenkovic. Cross to Morato. Morato down to Nets. Nets back to Morato. And Morato up against Delap. It's it over to McAtee. McAtee back to Anderson. Anderson then plays the ball down into Gibbs White. It's a nice attack coming through again. Drops it across to Bakwa. Bakwa now up against Cucurella. Cross comes into McAtee. McAtee just can't get his foot around it, but gets it eventually. It's one of the Chelsea players and comes out. Palmer driving the ball out now. And a tackle comes in there on João Pedro and takes the ball away from him. But it's Chelsea now on the right hand side with Gusto. Running forward into the middle. Drops the ball through on the right hand side to Pedro. Pedro gets it back to Palmer. Palmer puts the ball into the box. They've got a free player on the right hand side. And it's a lovely diving header there from Nico Williams. Brave diving header as well there. Chelsea now though on the left hand side. The ball into Santos. It's with Enzo. Plays it into the middle. Netzer's going to pick that up. Plays it right through the middle into a Wonyi. Wonyi draws the ball back. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson plays it down the right hand side, but Cucurella's going to get that. Yates with a diving header to stop Pedro getting it. £60 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. It's over to Nets. Back to Morato. Morato to Milenkovic. Milenkovic into Anderson. Anderson drops it right across to Nico Williams. Williams, it's a long ball down the right hand side. And it's being chased by Gibbs White. Gibbs White and Sanchez come together. Both go down. Oh shit. Got the medics coming on now. Oh my days, another two players on the floor. Big up Yeti, how you doing, Bargav? You alright, mate? Gibbs White's down there. And so is Sanchez. Again, didn't really see that very well. Big up Colin, how you doing, bro? And great scoreline, mate. Yes, absolutely. We needed to do so after that Spurs game yesterday. We needed to make sure this one was sorted. And we got stretchers coming out again. Vitor speaking to Chris Woods. £61 and 48 gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. Gibbs White and Sanchez run into each other. I fucking hope that's not an injury to Gibbs White. If that was a pen out, this. Yeah, well, yeah. I gotta see it again, to be honest. It was hard to actually see at the first point. Game is early. Yeah, it's bank holiday, innit? The commentator said we can't show you the replay, but Gibbs White came off second best. Oh dear. That's pretty much what it looked like to me, to be honest. I think Gibbs White is sitting up, if I can tell on that angle. I think he is, or is that Nico Williams kneeling down? I don't know. Love how proactive Vitor is. Yeah, and the looks like Gibbs White head busted open because I think they're putting pressure on his head. Yeah, I can't see anything. I just see people around it. Mind yeah, I mean they shouldn't have the camera on that anyway, should they? Really, when these things happen, I think they do it spot on. To be honest, one thing I will say they do spot on. Whenever there's a situation like this, like with Ericsson and stuff like that, they pull the camera away. Do you remember when you saw what was that Liverpool lad's name? When he's snapped his foot at the ankle and his foot was hanging off. Oh my days. Yeah, Sanchez is bloody. He's got the bandage on. He's up now though. Still going to be coming off though, I reckon. Jorgensen's getting ready. And same with Gibbs White. He's got the bandage on as well. Nah, give the players some privacy. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Cisse, that was it. Yeah, that was mental, mate. That was. Remember, I mean, he even zoomed in on that, if you remember. Ericsson thing started the cameras being pulled away because I remember they zoomed in right into his face, and I was like, fucking give him privacy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Totally, I totally agree with you. Sanchez is walking off. Gibbs White still down. Fucking nothing in that. Fucking vaping here. Gibbs White's up now, he's walking off the pitch. There's been some incidences in this one. Chris Woods is on, Gibbs White's off. Eduardo for Arsenal against Arsenal. That was another nasty leg break. Yeah, I've seen a few, to be honest. Really nasty ones. It was really haunting. That Ericsson thing shows you can be a top athlete, but doesn't mean you're safe from health issues. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Unless they are concussed, do they have to go off? I think if it's an head injury, I think they have to go off, don't they? I think, I'm not 100% sure. I remember they pulled the programme from being aired, and me and my dad looked at each other like, have we just seen a player pass away? Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. Right, we're back on again now. It's Colwell back to Caicedo. Caicedo to Colwell. Colwell plays the ball down the left-hand side. It's headed away by Nico Williams. Ball in goes straight to McAtee. McAtee drops it over the right-hand side to Bakwa. Bakwa takes it well, gets it to Yates. Bakwa goes down, rolling around on the challenger Cucurella. Let's have a look at that. Back was here. Yeah, he's grabbed his arm. Here comes McAtee down the centre. Plays it into Woods. Across to Bakwa on the right hand side. Bakwa now trying to do his skills. Gets it back to Yates. It's Yates now on the line. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson back to Yates. Yates back to Milenkovic. Then Yates goes down. Free kick Forest on the right hand side. 68 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. Backward with the free kick. I think they have to go off to set up the bleeding stop, but if they pass the concussion test, they're allowed on, I think. We don't have any more subs. I can't stand that Cucurella and same Jack, and I think Spurs have found something. I think it'll be West Ham that go. It does look like that, but Villa wasn't exactly at it, was they, last night? It's Caicedo over to Colwell. Back to Caicedo. Into Santos. Santos now drops it into Palmer. It's Palmer in the centre. It's cut out by Yates. Free kick Chelsea. 69 minutes and 10 gone. Santos over to Enzo. Enzo gets it down the right hand side to Gusto. Gusto back to Enzo. Into Santos. Into Gusto. Tackle comes in from Forest. Anderson manages to win it. It's up with Delap and Sells. Sells gets the ball and then just fires it out for a throw in. West Ham have Arsenal next. Spurs last three are Leeds, Everton and Chelsea. Yeah, that Arsenal one's fucking... that's the one that I think everybody really thinks that'll be the killer. The West Ham. But, mate, at the same point, like E20 said yesterday, it didn't go yesterday. It went when we went 20 games and not winning the games. Here's Colwell into Caicedo. Enzo, Forrest getting around him at the minute, but here's João Pedro, gets it down the left-hand side to Cucurella. Cucurella gets it into Santos. Santos then gets shut down, and it's Anderson and Cucurella. Anderson goes down, and it's into Bakwa. Bakwa gets the ball forward, goes to Enzo though. It's Caicedo now outside the box, drops it down the left-hand side to Cucurella. Cucurella tries to get the cross in. It's kicked away by Forrest into Bakwa. Bakwa now on the right-hand side, goes down under the challenge of João Pedro. And Cucurella goes, didn't touch him. Yeah, mate, I don't think you're one to talk. You throw yourself to the floor all the time. Best tactics with Cucurella is to like put a load of rakes on the spot that he's on, and he'll just keep treading on them, and they'll keep hitting him, and he'll keep going. Urgh. That was quality on The Simpsons, that was. Yeah, they're one eye on the Europa League. They don't care about finishing Champions League positions. They win that tournament, you qualify for Champions League anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It sucks, but it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Gusto back to Chalobah. Into Colwell, he plays it through into Enzo, back to Caicedo, to Santos. Santos gets it across to Gusto. He's up against nets. Gets the cross in. Delap misses his shot. It's Cucurella on the left-hand side. Ball goes into the box, saved by Sells, and then it's in from João Pedro. Diving header. Chelsea 1, Forest 3. Sells saves the first shot, but then he just rebounds straight in front. And João Pedro's there to get the diving header and put it in the goal, although that does look offside on his first shot. So have a look at that. Oh no, I don't think so. I think Williams' elbow maybe? I don't know. I think he's off now. He looks like it to me. It's been checked now, but I mean, if you look at it there, it looks like Williams is like his elbow and his knee is keeping him onside. It looks like it there. I don't know whether it is. You know how it is when they do the other views. Just use that fucking line. That's why we'll fuck the league off. If you win the Conference League, you qualify for Europa anyway. Yeah, only bright side about yesterday was how poor Villa were. Yeah, and I think he's off. No, he looks offside, but I thought Tyro was. And they'll fuck off Pedro. Maybe Nico has played him on. Looking on that view there, what they've got on at the minute, Nico is playing him on. Nico's knee and elbow, I'd say. But then you can see it from another angle and it looks totally different. So Taylor's going to have a look. Why don't they just put that fucking line on that they show you afterwards when it's been decided? Just put that fucker on straight away. No, goal's taken away. Yeah, here's the line. Yeah, he's offside. His toe. His fucking toe. Wow. I mean, you're never gonna look. You're never gonna see that, are you? I mean, when you're watching it. I'm looking forward to that thing being bought in next season, to be honest. The daylight thing. I'll take it, though. Still Chelsea 0, Forest 3. Here's McAtee, and Santos goes down. Under the challenge from Net is Enzo. Enzo drops it back to Caicedo. It's into Colwill. Over to Santos. Into Palmer. Palmer then drops it into Enzo. Enzo across to Gusto. Gusto into Santos. Nice pressure there from Yates. Gets the ball, but Chelsea get it back. Here's Palmer with the ball again. Taken off him really well there by Anderson. It's Anderson now. Still keeping hold of the ball. Anderson gets it back to Nets. Nets gets it to Yates. Yates, McAtee fires it down the line. Still with Chelsea though. Santos over to Enzo. Enzo puts the ball over the left-hand side for Cucurella. And they're asking for an offside, but keeping going is Enzo. Enzo puts the ball over to Cucurella again. He heads it forward. Goes to João Pedro. Into Enzo. Enzo tries to thread a ball through. Cucurella picks it up. Still with Enzo. Tries to get the ball into the box. Asking for a handball. Forest just play the ball down the left-hand side. Jorgensen picks it up. Gets it back to Chalobah. It's Santos now. Santos across to Enzo. Plays it into the left-hand side. And here's Pedro trying to make his way through. Goes to Sells. Picks it up. Chelsea fans walking out. And I hate this new football with toes and shit. You can't fucking see that as a player. No, you can't. You can't. But it changes next season, doesn't it? That's like the Saar one against Spurs where it was his fucking forehead and nose. Yeah, I'm glad. But it's bollocks. A toe. Yeah, 100%. Arcom on the ball. His hand out. Yeah. And Taiwo looks blown. And Chelsea fans flooding out. Even better than booing. Yeah. Here's Yates, plays the ball forward to McAtee. McAtee gets kicked over though by Caicedo. Yeah, you'll take it. They'd take it, expat. So of course you'll take it. But I mean, this daylight thing next season, that should be better. Don't ask me to describe it, because I can't. But what's coming next year, mate? Is it a new thing on the offsides? Yeah, apparently it's a Wenger thing. It's to do with daylight. If there's daylight between the two players or something like that, because they've got to do something. Oh, Selzer's down now, holding his right thigh. I think this is just a bit of gameplay though. What's coming next? Yeah, if you look it up, it's... let me have a look. Jez was on about it last night on Takeaway. I did read it, but I can't remember it. Daylight offside rule, championed by Arsene Wenger, dictates that an attacker is only offside if there is a clear, visible gap, daylight, between them and the second to last defender. If any part of the attacker's body that can legally score is level with the defender, they will be onside. It sounds good. It sounds good. But, you know, does sound good. And I just had a look. It's going to have a trial in Canada's leagues. I've heard it's coming here next season, but I don't know if that's right or not. So happy for Taiwo? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Hutchinson's coming on that. You know, the thing is about Taiwo, he really does look the part. You know what I mean? He really does look the part. And I tell you what, he's proved it on several occasions as well, that he is. You just want him to, like, get really prolific, though, don't you? I have a feeling he'll go end of the season. Yeah, it's possible. Back was off now. I'm just going to nip to the toilet, lads, while they doing that. I need a fucking piss. And I have a feeling he'll go end of the season. Hutch has come on. Chelsea must be groaning. Yeah. And I don't see why that wouldn't work. But watch these useless bastards on Vine. The Prem is zooming into feet. See if the foot is daylight clear or not. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to go wrong, isn't it? Back were best game by a country mile, 100%. And 100% expat, I was watching thinking he's looking good. And Nets, I mean, I know he hasn't had many chances, but, you know, Nets has looked the part as well. Nets has definitely looked like what I expected. Let's not have no more other big injuries or anything like that. See the game out now. It's like Reece James is coming on. It's with Enzo. Plays it into Santos over the right hand side to Gusto. Gusto trying to get the cross up against Nets. Gets the cross in. And Cucurella can't get his head to it. João Pedro goes out for it with Hutchinson. And João Pedro then smashes it against Hutchinson. Don't go out though. It's still on the left-hand side into Enzo, into Caicedo. Caicedo to Palmer. Palmer back to Caicedo. Into Enzo. Enzo puts the ball into the box. Delap gets it. Delap gets a shot. And it takes a deflection off Morato to go over the bar for a corner. He's starting to look better as well, Morato. Starting to manage himself, manage his emotions a lot better. Shot comes in from Palmer, saved by Sells. Into Santos, into Gusto. Gusto now is going to get the ball into the box, and Hutchinson just lets it go all the way through. And out on the left-hand side. Great vision from Sells there as well. And Nets is great. He's blowing too. Yeah, and yeah, they'll be like, there wasn't conclusive evidence that his foot was daylight clear of the defender. They'll fuck it up, mate. You know what they're like. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I think you can. That's one thing you can always guarantee on, I think, to be quite honest with you. Like I said to you yesterday, we bought it in because the rest weren't good enough, and then the rest get an extra day of working and doing the VAR fucking thing. A lot of tired legs, and that invites pressure. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. We just got to get through this now with no more fucking injuries to the Andersons and the Williams and all that. And Hutchinson, it's a free kick to Chelsea on the left-hand side. 85 minutes and 42 gone. Ball comes in. Sent it all the way over and gone out on the opposite side. At least I didn't get no shit for that short I did, where I said that we can beat Chelsea, because you can guarantee if we hadn't have beat Chelsea, it would have been, oh, this comment had a lot of legs, didn't it, and all that kind of bollocks. Beat anybody if you're up for it. The only thing they haven't fucked up is the goal line technology, and even then it's gone wrong once before. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Like that penalty for Bournemouth yesterday, I mean, it's ridiculous. And then, if you look at the West Ham Brentford game, Pablo is clearly fucking taken out. He's clearly taken out in the box. Whether the player slips or not, he still takes him out. Is that not the same as when you tackle and then your foot runs through and catches an ankle? How can it not be the same that if you slip and take someone out in the box, how can that not be a foul? That was shocking, that one was. Chelsea now with it. Palmer on the outside of the box. Don't let him onto his left foot. He's getting onto his left foot, but Forrester in front of him. Still with Palmer. Gets the shot, and Yates gets down to stop it and sends it out for a corner. Pure fight in this team under Vito. Pure fight. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. They've given the VAR tool, which worked brilliant when it was trialled at the World Cup. Yes, it did. Comes here and gets broken. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Forrest just standing in there and stopping everything they're trying to do. Here's Taiwo on the left-hand side, and he's going past them as well. He's got it in the centre, gets it back to McAtee. McAtee drops it down the right-hand side to Williams. It's Williams now. Looking for Hutchinson, plays it into Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Williams. Williams just keeps the ball in the corner. Drops it back to Hutchinson. And Hutchinson drops it back to Milenkovic. And Milenkovic across to Morato. And Morato back to Sells. Out to Milenkovic. And that's going back to Sells again. Cross to Morato. Morato puts it down the line for Anderson. Anderson puts it down the middle. Yates gets in there to try and win that. Can't Chelsea still come away with it. Yates gets back into his position. Enzo puts a ball over the top for Delap. Delap goes the wrong way. 89 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Forest 3. And yeah, exactly. West Ham Brentford, he gets swept off his leg. They said he slipped. How can you make that? That is just, mate, that is not a slip. That is not a slip. He gets completely taken out. It's my birthday today, Yeti. Best present possible. Come on, you Reds. Big up and happy birthday, Mark. What's it like to be 18 years old, mate? Big up to you, man, and it is the best present you can get. Lovely again, reading from Yates to get the ball away from Cucurella. And but Bournemouth won. They said, yeah, Henderson fouls him, but the bloke took 2 free steps, then fell. He kicked Endo for fuck's sake. Well, I think it was Damsgaard, wasn't it? Oh no, you talking about Bournemouth. I thought you meant Brentford. Say, bro, it's a load of bollocks. It was that Senesi, wasn't it? That is the worst, because the last thing goalkeeper's going to do when he's scrabbling for the ball is take the player out. Stupid. Back where, yes, expat top game today, non-stop dangerous. And but like you said, mate, they don't employ common sense. Remember Hutchinson versus Dunk when you lost 2-1? How was Hutchinson knocking Dunk over? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. 9 minutes added. Yeah, I just seen that on the thing. 59 today, Yeti. You young'uns got no respect. Bro, I'm 53. On May 20th. I won't say I'm exactly a young'un, but yeah, cheers for that, man, and happy birthday to you as well, pal. Lovely surprise this Forest today. Taiwo, love him again. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, them Jay Boothroyd on Sky said Sensi done his job winning that pen. That's pathetic. That's ridiculous. But then you've also got Shearer, that if you feel any kind of contact, you have every right to go down. A load of bollocks. A load of bollocks. I think they need to read the football rules, to be honest. But as has already been said many times, these pundits now, they get on these shows and they always say something that's going to provide clickbait to enhance the shows, which means they're always going to keep getting back on. That's why they talk utter shit and say stuff that's they say stuff that's people are going to look at and go, oh, I need to have a look at this. They say stuff that's going to shock all the time. Here's Cucurella gets the ball into the box. Oh, mate, that is a fucking goal from João Pedro. That is a goal from João Pedro. Bicycle kick. Header from Cucurella. Gusto gets a cross in. It's headed back in from Cucurella on his chest, and then a bicycle kick straight into the corner. That's a fantastic goal. I have to give credit where it's due. That is a fantastic goal. 3-1. And yeah, Alan Smith too, saying Gusto should have made more of it than he did when him and Blackwell were scrambling. I thought that was 50-50, to be honest. Chelsea goal, can't grumble about that goal. That's proper top class, even though I can't stand the twat. That's a goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's some goal, man. We love our teams, but we are football fans at the end of the day, and that was a quality goal, that was. Off his chest as well. Don't let him do it again, though. I don't want to see another one. 93 minutes and 48 gone. It's with Gusto on the right-hand side. Plays it into Caicedo. Caicedo across to Colwill. Playing some passing here. He's Chalobah. Chalobah tries to get it down the centre. It's cut out. Nets is here. Nets gets it through to a 1-year, but that's going to go out of play. Into Santos. Santos across to Colwell. Colwell into Pedro. Pedro now gets it through to Cucurella. It's Cucurella on the left hand side. Plays it back to Pedro. Into Enzo. Enzo over to Pedro. Pedro's looking to make a pass. Plays it all the way into Delap, but Delap gets pushed out. Forrest get the ball away with Nets. Guys, we fucking around a bit here. Here's Pedro. Pedro puts the ball into the box. And the header takes it out for a corner. Oh, fuck's sake. 4 minutes left to go. And just seeing the goal, wowzers. What goal of the season contender. It's beautiful the way he takes it on his chest. And it's all the way in. And that's headed out by Chelsea. By Chalobah. 95 minutes and 20 gone. Chelsea 1, Forest 3. Into Morato. Morato plays it down the left-hand side. It's picked off by Gusto. Anderson gets into him and then the ball gets taken off him. Nets trying to keep hold of it now on the left-hand side. Nets goes down. He's holding his leg. Here's Palmer. Palmer trying to get the cross. It's Morato. It's out for a corner. Fucking hell. 96 minutes gone. McAtee's staying down. McAtee's stayed on. And Taylor says he's got to go off. "96 minutes and 30 gone. Come on, Forrest. Concentrate on this corner. Do not let them get 3-2. Ball comes in. It's headed away by Yates. Into Cucurella. Across to Caicedo. It's over to Enzo. Enzo's going to put it into the box. It's cleared by Milenkovic. Awonyi gets on the end of it and Enzo's up against him. Awonyi's still got it though on this left-hand side. Just taking it down this left-hand side. Santos was trying to get on him. Drops it into Hutchinson. And Hutchinson's offside. Just lets the ball drop out. 97 minutes and 10 gone. With Enzo now just going out of his own box. Plays it across to Colwell. It's on the left-hand side now for Chelsea with Pedro. Nico Williams trying to stay with Pedro at the moment. Chelsea get back over to Enzo. And Enzo into Chalobah. Chalobah down the right-hand side to Palmer. Palmer now takes the cross. And that just let that go all the way out, yeah. Well done, Williams. And just seeing the goal, wowzers, Wires sent off for 30 seconds. No physio. No, yeah, that was weird. That was weird. See, when a player goes down and does that, then yeah, I don't have an issue with it. But why are you just doing it to us? I've seen plenty of players do that and you don't do it. Ball over the top. The one who tries to win it goes out for a throw-in. On the left hand, on the right hand side, it's thrown quick out to Gusto. 30 seconds left to go. Is Caicedo. Plays it into Santos. And Santos plays it into to Pedro. Over to Chalobah. Chalobah into Santos. Drops. Come on. Fucking needed that. We needed to win. Fucking come on. That is just what we needed after what Spurs did yesterday. Because I mean, if we didn't get the win from this, then they could have got us if they beat Leeds, which I don't think they will. But that's beautiful. 42 points. 42 points for Forest, 1 behind Palace. And if Spurs did manage to beat Leeds, they still ain't getting above us. Massive respect for the team with 8 changes. Yeah, absolutely. They all bought it, mate. They all bought it, and that's exactly what you want to see, innit? You want to make them give Vitor an headache on who he's going to give the shirt to. Although I think like the top lads are just doing that little bit more at the moment, to be honest. Shame on Gibbs White. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Is that 4 on the bounce, 10 unbeaten? Can that be right? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's 9. I think it's 9 unbeaten now. Is it 9? I might have that wrong. I don't know, but it's something like that. We could end the season top 4 for the league. Hey, mate, we can still win it. We can still win it. What a season, guys. What a season. What a season. Yeah, we're unbeaten in I think it's 9 games we're unbeaten now. You can go all out now against Villa. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, I hope Gibbs White's alright, which I think he will be. Aina, we still haven't seen anything of Aina. Murillo either. What you want is your second string, your B team, who's trying to get a shirt. For Thursday, and you know, I mean, I wouldn't bother with any of those fucking players that Villa had yesterday. Shit. They didn't, in my opinion, they didn't like turn round to Emery and say, I want a chance on Thursday. Not in my opinion, anyway. I thought it was weak, to be honest. I mean, look, you got to beat what's in front of you. So, you know, Spurs go there and just give... I mean, Spurs just played mental, to be fair. I mean, it was all over them. It was all over them. Can Spurs keep doing that? Will Spurs be able to do it against Leeds? I don't think Leeds will be that much... I don't think Leeds will be like that, to be honest. Leeds will be a different animal, mate. Should have kept Ange. And we have definitely ruined a lot of Londoners' bank holidays. Yes, absolutely. And going to be a cracking match Thursday. And lol, Oregon. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I needed to see from these players that came in. And you know what? It's not once they've done it. It's twice. Because in the Europa League, when we had them in the first half, they fucking did us proud then as well. I think we've got a really good basis. I mean, even Morato, I don't think he played a foot wrong today, to be honest. I'll always give credit where it's due. In fact, the one that I think did put a foot wrong was Jaya when he just passed it straight out of the box, straight to a Chelsea player. And they got a chance. And as we know, I like Jaya but Morato, for me, just did not do anything wrong. And the spoons are out. Yeah, I can imagine they are, mate. I can imagine they are. And 5 and 6 points clear with goal difference. That's 6 and 7 with 9 left. Yeah. Mate, Vitor is just... I mean, I know it took us a lot of managers to get him, but, like, Vitor is just... He's just got this team absolutely buzzing, and every single player as well. I mean, they was out on their fucking last legs towards the end of that. Absolute fucking quality. Quality. 42 points now. If Spurs do manage to get a win, they ain't gonna catch us. That's how you need it to be. Absolutely, we've bashed Morato, but today he didn't put a foot wrong. No, absolutely not. I always give credit where it's due. I mean, over the last few games, actually, he's looked all right. Like he's starting to settle himself down and get himself used to everything. Because he is a young lad, isn't he? I think he is. I think he's a young lad. Job done, Villa next. Yeah, big up DJ Crane. Yeah, got Villa next. And then we got the... also today we've got Everton against Manchester City. Can Everton get something against Man City? I know it's a tough ask, but then again, if you look at when Man City played Burnley, it wasn't exactly conclusive, was it, really? I mean, Burnley could have got something out of that. So Everton can be a dogged fighting team. Can they do it? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Chelsea vs Spuds on May 19th is a massive match. Nothing Chelsea would like more than to send them down. Yeah, true. And Hammers need 2 wins and a draw minimum to catch us. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I just want to get away from the pack. So they can all fight it out between themselves, you know. I mean, mate, if only would have gone Vitor when Nuno went, fucking hell, would have been a different story then, wouldn't it? It would have been a different story. I can't fault it. I really can't fault it. We needed to go and get a win here at Stamford Bridge. Score sort of straight away as well. Massive. But, as you said, goals change games. So, if, like, that penalty goes in, then it becomes a little bit, you know, bit worrying. But, Sels, again, comes forward for us and does the right thing for us and saves the penalty. And then we go on to get the win. Quality goalkeeper Sels. Cheers all. Roll on Thursday. Thanks, Yeti. Off to eat some cake. Yeah, you enjoy it, bro. You enjoy it, mate. Enjoy your birthday, matey. And happy birthday to you. Oh, it's so good because it just takes all the fucking weight off you and everything. I mean, I know how it is, like when you're in the bottom 3 and you're struggling to try and get it done and all this, that, and the other. But that could even change. you know, if Spurs don't get nothing at Leeds, which I don't think they will, I think Leeds will beat Spurs, to be honest. Even if it's at Spurs ground, I think they'll beat them. And West Ham, they've managed to pull in a win, then they're out the bottom three again. It's insanely interesting with the bottom of the league as much as the top. But I just don't want to be part of it. Sorry, I don't. And I'm sure they don't either. But that's how it goes, isn't it? That's how it goes. We'll go on to the Europa League semi-final. Hopefully get that one over the line as well. And as we said before, you don't want to leave it to Bournemouth. Because, I mean, Bournemouth are an absolute bastard for us. Always have been. They seem to outwork us, but I think we've got a bit of a ethic to our work now. So I'd like to think that that's not going to be the case. We've got Newcastle to play at the City Ground. Whenever it's at the City Ground, I expect us to beat the opposition because you're at home. And I expect that. And then you've got Manchester United, and that one's at Old Trafford. Hopefully we've got everything sorted by then. But I do think we could outwork them as well, to be honest. The Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and if we won that at the end of the season, that just even though staying up, that would just chalk it off because they are one of those teams that always has us. I got some cheesecake in the fridge. Nice. Which flavour cheesecake? I like strawberry cheesecake and orange satsuma or whatever you fucking call them. And black currant cheesecake. Oh, that's beautiful, that is. I ain't had any cheesecake in fucking ages, to be honest. Making me want fucking cheesecake now. But, I mean, we'll see, like, what happens later on with the Everton Man City. Arsenal fans in the chat, or anybody in the chat, do you think Everton can get something on Man City? Do you reckon Everton can take something away? It's at their own place. What do we think? And Strawberry, yeah, absolutely. And what a run feels like last season. Yeah, mate, weren't last season class? What do you think is the... I mean, because, like, I was listening to him on the takeaway last night. You should check that out. It was a really good stream, actually. And I like to see football fans' passion because you know that they're about it when they show that kind of passion. And it's like, you know, this Nuno thing with West Ham, because, I mean, he was fantastic with us. Do you think it's because we got the players to be able to do that? That's what I think, because when Nuno got Milenkovic in and the two, Murillo and Milenkovic, they just gelled and we had a great defence. I just hope it's not a thrashing tonight with goal difference being tight. Yeah. Just so you don't think Everton's got a chance then. I think everybody's got a chance. And you see City against Burnley, you know, they won it 1-0, but they had the entire game. The thing is with City is they keep doing like good things but not scoring. They'll probably fucking bag like 6 tonight, now I've said that, but, you know, that's what they seem to do. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns. I mean, it's going to be sort of squeaky bum time for you guys at the end of the day. I still think you'll do it, though. And I ain't going to say I've got a feeling, because Carl will come in and go, yeah, but you still haven't said where that feeling comes from. Well, I don't know where that feeling comes from. It's just a feeling. Everybody has a chance, but it's City. They can't always play bad. That is true. That is true. But when it's in these kind of situations, there's always a team that doesn't quite, get it done. I think them playing Everton at home could be a good one as well. I mean, it might not. I don't know. I'm not going to say it will because I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But, I mean, what we've done today has been fantastic. I mean, I looked at that team sheet and I was like, okay, we're doing the same as Villa. But you know what? The one thing we did that weren't like Villa is we had players that wanted to prove something to their manager, yeah, to maybe get a shirt at some point, yeah? And that to me is massive. It's massive. There's a lot of players I liked. Morato, like I said, didn't put a foot wrong. He is always a worry, but he might come good. You never know. Look at Yap Sam when he came into Man United in the first season. He weren't all that, and then he became an absolute fucking colossus. So there's no way that Morato might not, and he's under a different manager now, and he just seems to be doing things a lot more clever than what he was doing before. And his confidence seems to be building as well. I think the big one for us is this Sunday, get past that with a win, and that's massive. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally. 100%. But I mean, if like the Everton Man City game's a draw, and then you get the win at the weekend, then, you're pretty much there, aren't you? I don't know how it's going to go, but City at Bournemouth is their big one, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, Bournemouth are a good side. I mean, it's a shame they're going to lose Areola, to be honest, because he has been a real good manager for them. I don't know why they're losing him, whether they're not paying him the money or what. I don't know. Don't really know what that's about. But that's going to be a big one as well. To be fair, it's got nipped to the loo, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Right, okay, so, hold on, what's going on there? Arts. Game later's on Sky, so I can get that one ready as well. And yeah, Bournemouth can be one of those teams that can really, I mean, if Burnley can do it to City, then Bournemouth can. And they've got that ability to score goals as well. I think Bournemouth have done a fantastic job of being in the Prem, to be honest. They're just building and building. They lose Semenyo, and then they bring in that Rayan, and that Rayan looks decent as well. He's only a young lad. So yeah, I mean, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Can't fault it at all, to be honest. Can he fault it? We did what we had to do today, and you know, I mean, look, I know, like, sort of seeing like Arsenal this season, and it's like watching the takeaway the other day, and you know, listening to E20. Big up to E20, by the way. It's pure passion, the way he feels about West Ham. I respect it, and it's like, you know, like he said, what happened yesterday wasn't the reason that if West Ham go down, that's why they'll go down. And it's the same, really, that if you don't get the title over the line, that's not down to what happens now. That's what is down to what didn't happen before. That's what it's all going to come down to. You know, our situation this season, and he's having Hans Postecoglou. That's where it all went wrong for me. That's where it all went wrong. Because it made absolutely no fucking sense. And the players seem to be cool and calm now under Vitor. You know, didn't like the fact that they didn't want Dice because he works them too hard. I don't like hearing that shit, to be quite honest with you. But then again, I'm not part of the training. I don't know how hard he works them. But, you know, if you want to be part of this team, then you're going to have to work hard. We don't accept anything else, really. And there wasn't a load of injuries coming through either. But the lads that came on today, I mean, I'll be the first one to say it, that when I saw that team sheet, I was a little bit like, I mean, I said it to Tom. I'd rather put on the main guys to start off, get an old in the game, and then bring on the lads that deserve a chance. But, hey, I was wrong there as well. And I don't mind being wrong in those respects. Vitor knows what he's doing. He seems to be a quality manager. I mean, we've gone from Nuno, I mean, forget the others, but Dice got us the results, but it was boring. Vitor seems to have some different standard to. I love the fact he's going two strikers up front as well. I love the fact he's going pretty much 4-4-2. I've been crying out for that for bloody ages. And he's finally doing that. Because it just goes to show it can work. I mean, well, look at Spuds yesterday, right? It was just pure hard work. Gallagher was absolutely fantastic. He was fucking everywhere. Gallagher was everywhere, mate. He was all over the fucking place. And then he gets his goal as well. Took it down well and hit it well as well. I know you guys don't like Spurs, and I get it. I 100% get it. They're your Derby team, which I can't stand my fucking Derby team. So I get that, but I always have to give credit where it's due. Same as the João Pedro goal. You know, hopefully Derry is going to be all right as well. I think it's just one of those clashes where he wants to score and Abbott wants to defend and stop him scoring, and it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. But hopefully he's going to be all right. I respect both of them's bravery for keep going and trying to get to him trying to head the ball in the net and Abbott trying to stop it. And it's just one of those unfortunate things. There was nothing major meant in it whatsoever. But Chelsea get the penalty, and Sal saves it. If he doesn't save it, then that could change the whole complex of everything. If they'd have scored there, they would have probably got a massive G up to go on and finish the game. So, you know, you've got to look at it like that. Chelsea got a lot of things to do. I mean, I don't know what manager they're looking at. But, yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of things to sort out of that club. But at the end of the day, it's got to always be about my club. I'm a football fan, yes, but at the end of the day, it's all about my club. And that's why I'll enjoy a goal that's scored from the opposition. Because if it's a good goal, it's a good fucking goal. If it's a good tackle, it's a good tackle. I saw something the other day, and I totally agree with it as well. Players at the minute in the Premier League have started doing this thing, whereas when the tackle comes in, instead of actually getting the tackle, which would possibly lead to injury or whatever, you know, they're diving on the floor. And it's like, well, you know, that's not the way the game should be. I don't give a fuck who says it, but at the end of the day, yeah, if you get taken out, you get taken out. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. But no part of the rules allows you to just drop down if someone touches your shoulder. But the only way you're ever going to do anything about that is when the officials start doing something about it. That Europa official for us against Villa on Thursday was quality. He just let the game flow. Yes, there was a few tackles went in there and all this, that and the other. The Morgan Rogers one, you know, Anderson wins the ball. His foot carries on and catches Rogers in the ankle. There's not a lot you can do about that. It's nowhere near as bad as what João Pedro did on Dominguez. Because he just went straight onto the ankle. Now, whether he did that on purpose or not, I don't know. I mean, Dominguez is alright, so it doesn't matter. I think it's always going to be difficult to see, to work out whether players... I mean, the one I don't get, I tell you what, the one I don't get, and I keep going on about this, and I can't help going on about it, is the Exocet challenge from Havertz on Longstaff that put him out injured. How the fuck that wasn't a red, I have no idea. No idea. Roll on Thursday, says X-Part. Absolutely, mate. I mean, Dick, can you... I think it was last season. Newcastle against Arsenal. Might have been the season before, I can't remember. But Havertz absolutely runs right across the pitch. In ice hockey, it would have been charging. It 100% would have been charging. And he just fucking takes him out of the knee with his studs. Didn't even get a booking. Crazy. Crazy. You can never call it. How come Villa have an extra day's rest? Yeah, I know. Well, I thought it was great that we got to play on Monday, so that we got the, and then when you realise it, they get the extra day's rest. I think, though, to be honest, Expat, we'll be well up for that. We'll be well up for that. I don't doubt this team at the minute we're under Vito. I think we'll be well up for the fight. I think we'll be well up for the fight. I think this team's found a new... they found a manager they can get on with. Everything's working in the background. Everything's like solid at the moment. And they just come out and perform. And make us proud. Can't fault it, mate. Can't fault it. And Sly Kai 29. Yeah, I mean, what did you think when you saw that, Dal? Because I thought, you must have thought he's got to be off. They took somebody else out afterwards, and he still didn't get a fucking booking. Fucking... Honestly, and I think personally, this is how I've always seen it, right? If you're a player who's going to sort of get about it and really go into players, yeah, if the referee lets you do it, you just get worse and worse and worse. I've seen it so many times, and I've seen players have man of the match performances when they get away with things. And it's just wrong, and I think to a point, a lot of the players should do something about it as well, because that's their careers and stuff that's on the line. If you get a challenge like that, and it takes out and it injures you for God knows how long, that's your career. So I think sometimes the players should turn around and fucking say, look, I ain't fucking here to just get kicked and you don't do shit about it. Should have got a 3-game ban and would have kept him out of the squad. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I know you want to keep him out of the squad, but, it's just fucking, it's madness. What is it? Quarter to 6 now. Right, I'm going to drop the, if you want to come on, Dow, you can, mate, and have a chat. I'm loving the way we did today was fucking great. I don't know whether Tom can come on. I'll check. Cole's not on at the moment, but I'll drop that into him as well, and we can have a chat. But yeah, I mean, I'm mega proud today, bro. I'm mega proud today because seeing that side, I gave the fucking war speech at the start of the stream. I said, look, you've got your shirt now. This is your shot. Take it. And they did. They took their shot. Wish I could. Working right now. Yeah, no worries, mate. And hope MJW isn't injured or banned for concussion protocol. Yeah, that will be a big one. I didn't see the replay of that again. I only saw it like when you're watching the game and doing this. It's like you only see it once. So, I mean, I do agree with Jack, though. It did look like Sanchez came out the worst in it, but then I never got to see it again. So I was just kind of hoping that MJW ain't going to be out. Because you know what? When he came on, him and Anderson, fucking hell. That fucking goal was fucking crazy. Brilliant. And looking at the angle that I saw, it looked like fucking a one you was offside, same as you said. But, hey, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it, but then when you look at it again, and they put the line... I don't know why they don't put that line on straight away. And as Jack said, like when they did it in the World Cup, it worked. But I tell you what, another thing that worked, though, in the World Cup, is, people that was putting bets on a penalty in every game, they was winning. Maybe it got changed in the Prem for that. I don't know. That's probably a conspiracy theory. Bring in Mulder and Scully and all that kind of shit. Open the fucking X-Files and all that kind of thing. But it just, I don't know, it just looks weird to me. I have a major one that was corruption. It was Arsenal and Manchester City. It was about 5 years ago, I think it was. And I had a really big money bet that so many things had happened in the game. All the things happened in the game. But then I needed Delph sending off, and he got sent off. And I needed El Neni sending off as well. And he got a yellow card, and then he went flying into somebody, and I think gave away a penalty, if I remember. I can't remember exactly, but I think it might have been outside the box. Didn't send him off. Do you think I'm looking a little bit too much into it? I mean, this guy bet, like, get on to the referee's headphones and go, don't fucking send him off, we'll give you 50 grand if you don't send him off, because we're going to lose shitloads of money if you send him off. That was for about 600 quid when I used to bet. I don't bet now. No point in it. Most I ever won was like 120 quid. That was quality, that was. But I think there's a lot of that shit goes on. Just my personal opinion. I know Abbott's alright as well, expat, because, you know, Abbott just looks better every time I see him. I know the situation, I know the way I reacted to it at the time, but I'd only seen it once, so you can't sort of, like, it's very difficult to call offsides now, because, or anything like that, because you don't know because of the way that they do it. I don't know about you, expat, but back in the day, I could call an offside just like that. Definitely offside, blah, 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 but you don't know how these guys work it. I could call a penalty as easy as you like. But then they give a penalty like that Bournemouth one the other day. And it's like, well, I would have never called that a pen. You can see Henderson clearly trying to get the ball and sort the ball. There's no way he's trying to take the player out. There's a few yesterday as well for Spuds. Terrible. Big up Clicks CFC, big up to you, mate. And yeah, great result for you lot. I had us losing 2-0, but great goal from João Pedro towards the end. As Chelsea lot are sick of our ownership, wanting them gone for a while now. There's no mentality whatsoever. 100%, man. 100%, man. Welcome to the cave, bro. We had to get that win today, to be honest. And best of luck for the seasons ahead. Yeah, big up to you, mate. Big up to you, man. Cheers for coming in and saying what you've said. Appreciate it, mate. Thought we put out our B-side today, obviously, because of the Europa. And they all did us proud and got the job done. So, yeah, big up to you, man. There's some horrific, horrible injuries, though. You know, I hope your guy Derry's alright. There's no malice there. I watched Abbott a few times and there's definitely no malice there. He tried to defend, your guy tried to score. It's just how that goes, but I hope he's alright. At the end of the day, it's not just about football, it's about human beings, isn't it? So, yeah, I do hope he's alright. But yeah, you've got to get these owners out or whatever, because it's just getting absolutely ridiculous. We did what we had to do and we went and did it, and that's it. But big up to you anyway. But yeah, I mean, look, I said at the start of the stream, these players here have got to give Vitor an headache and make him wonder whether he should give them the shirt instead of the main guys. I don't think the main guys are going to be losing any shirts, to be honest, but the other guys have shown that they're capable, that if we put them on at some point, they're going to be able to do a job, and that's what you need. The Villa guys yesterday against Spurs, even though Spurs was doing some immense crazy stuff yesterday, they was pressing them, taking the ball off them left, right, centre. But at the end of the day, they've got to show something to their manager to make sure that they get on the pitch in the future. That's what our lads did today. Back were best game yet, to be honest. Doing that little bit of trickery. I still want to see him do that where he runs down the wing and just does all that trickery and just keep taking people on left, right and centre, what I saw on YouTube. But maybe that will come when his confidence grows. If he keeps getting games, his confidence will grow and he'll get there. The rest of them, Nets, when he first came on, I could see that passion and that drive. So I've always liked him. So I'm glad he got on there and was able to show it. Murato, yeah, I've had my issues with him. I've got my issues with him, but at the end of the day, he's doing good stuff. In the last 2 or 3 games, I've not been able to fault him, to be honest. He's done the right things. I think Vitor's got on him and, told him what he needs to be doing, and he's learning. He's picking it up. Jaya Cunha, again, I like Jaya Cunha anyway. I think he's a fucking absolute quality player, to be fair. Abbott, he's definitely a young up-and-coming, 100%. He's doing really good stuff, and the clash is unfortunate, but like I say, I hope the guy's alright, and both of them are alright. And Gibbs White, he's just coming on leaps and bounds at the minute. Yates, fucking love Yates. I love Yates. I've always loved Yates. I know a lot of Forest fans don't agree with me, but whatever. I don't care. I love it. I love players that just live and die for a shirt. That makes me feel proud. Dominguez, again, did exactly what he needed to do. Some great little touch-offs. McAtee, one of his best, I think. One of his best games as well. Played some great passes and some great 1-2 passes as well. And got involved as well and closed players down and all that kind of stuff. So I think he was awesome as well, to be fair. And Awoniyi, fucking hell. What can you say about Awoniyi? Gets his chance, he takes it. Absolute quality. Absolute quality. And Jesus as well, being on there. Gets his penalty, gets a goal. Definite pen. Loving it, mate. Loving it. Can't fault it at all. Can't fault what's going on with our club. We've got a good owner, even though a lot of teams don't like our owner. That's fair, that's whatever. I get that, 100% get it. There's a few mistakes he's made and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, he's doing the right things for us. And if it's not for him, then we won't be where we are. And, let's not forget, like, Cooper as well. Got us into the Premier League. Cooper's an absolute fucking awesome fucking guy as far as I'm concerned. He did a fucking awesome job. Nuno did an awesome job. And then, then we go to Ange Postecoglou. fucking days. Ange Poster fucking Cogley. Yeah, well, least I say the better, to be honest, because he was just an absolute joke, to be fair. But the players seem to have settled now, and we're playing some nice stuff. And Anderson, I know we're going to lose like a lot of players next season. I'd like to think that if we can sort of like get that Europa over the line and win the final and win the cup, that a lot of players will stay because of the Champions League. I think that's a possibility, but let's face it, we've got to face Villa. It's not going to be an easy in any way, shape or form. They want it as much as we do, which should make for a great game. And I think whoever wins that semi-final and whoever goes through that semi-final will win the cup. No disrespect to Braga or Freiburg, but I do think whoever wins that game between it would have been better if we was against Freiburg and they was against Braga and then we met in the final. But you can't always get what you want, can you? But we will go there, we will show this fight, and hopefully we can get over the line. Because it will be massive. But the main thing today for me was to get those 3 points and stay away from Spurs in case they manage to win next week. That was the main thing for me. Europa will go on to that and then sort that out as well, hopefully. Like I say, I'm not underestimating Villa. I know what they can be like. I know the way they can fight and stuff. And that is going to be fucking tough. That should be a really, really good game. Hopefully we get a good referee for it as well. They seem to have better referees in the Europa than they do in the fucking Prem. Which makes absolutely no sense to me. Because it's like, it's supposed to be the Premier League. Premier. Yeah, we've got officials that are a fucking joke. But then when they do something good for you, then you'll be like, oh yeah, that was a good referee. But when they do something good for somebody else and not you, then you go, this referee's shit. That's just how it is as a football fan. That's just how it goes as a football fan. I don't know why it's all greyed out on this StreamYard. Not sure what's going on there, to be honest. Can somebody comment? It's like going so far, and then all of a sudden it starts greying out. Has the chat gone off? I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't know why everything keeps doing fucking everything. I think someone's trying to hack me. Oregon Goon Dow says Emery is a fucking fraud. No, he's done the same. And he done the same for you guys though. He's done the same for you guys though, hasn't he? So as Carl was telling me the other day, he's done the same for you guys. He's actually fucking waived a game to go into Europe. Emery loves the Europe thing, doesn't he? He loves it. If it works out for him, he'll be fucking loaded up. If it don't, he won't. And see you Thursday. Yeah, big up Expat. Thanks for coming in, bro. Big up, bro. Up the fucking Reds, man. Up the fucking Reds. Love it today. And Colin says it's working and no grey for me except my head. It's on StreamYard. For some reason, the chat just keeps going grey, as if it's been cut out. I don't know why, because it's normally like white text. It just keeps going grey on StreamYard. But I mean, if you guys are there, then all good. But yeah, all to play for. Yes, we're winning 1-0. I wouldn't rest on that, to be honest. I mean, Expat, before you go, bro, how do you think we should approach that game against Villa on Thursday? I'm thinking, this is my point of view, just fucking go for it. Just fucking go for it. I don't want us to sit back. Yes, we might be able to get something on the counter, but I don't want us to sit back. I want us, yeah, 100, yeah, absolutely, 100% go hard. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, because I think they're expecting us to just like sit back in the low block. But, you know, this ain't Nuno anymore. So, yeah, once in 42 years, spot on. Spot on. Yeah, you've got the same mindset as me. You know, might be 1-0 up. Let's get 2-0 up. Let's get 3-0 up. Let's get 4-0 up. Let's fucking make a real big thing of it. Because, I mean, you look at us today, and we played some great attacking stuff today. Great attacking stuff. We've got to keep it going. There's a joke there, says Pepsi, and let me know in that joke, bro. And if we lost today, maybe a different side. Yeah. And Villa look poor. I don't think they look poor though, mate. I mean, they looked poor yesterday, but I think that's the Emery. That's the Emery thing. I think he's trying to trick Vitor into thinking that they ain't at it. There was no McGinn, you know, and he didn't bring on Buendia and the other guy. Buendia scored, but he weren't bothered about that yesterday. I don't think they look poor, mate. I would not take it as they look poor. Doesn't mean they aren't dangerous. Yeah, exactly. And yesterday they were poor. Yeah, 100%. Mate, I tell you what, you have to look at it as in they bought out their B team yesterday. Yeah. And their B team had no fight whatsoever. Yeah. And then you have to look at it that we bought our B team out today, and the fucking fight was there. The fight was there, mate. The fight was there, and I'm massively impressed with that. And 3 losses, yeah. I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't look at it like they ain't going to be up for that Thursday. Said it the other week, Arsenal versus Forest in the Super Cup next season. And I'll worry about Villa Park though. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, expat, we can do it away. I mean, we beat one of the best teams this season at their own place 5-0. So if we're at the right mindset, we can do it away from home. We crushed Sunderland's mentality and beat them. There you go, the phone's going. I have no idea who that is. Ringing me from London. No idea who that is. I'll be back in a sec. They haven't won a trophy for 30 years, so they have to go for it too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You just beat the world champions today away from home. That is true. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think we have a major mentality in the squad at the minute. Major mentality. And for that is the reason I'm not really worried about it. For me, every result is possible. Yeah, absolutely. Mate, it's down to mentality, isn't it? It's how you turn up to the games and if you want to win them. I mean, we did beat the mentality merchants. Sunderland are the mentality merchants this season. And we did crush their mentality and beat them. See, Thursday I'll be saying that about my fingernails. Yeah. If I had a bet, I'd say us on Panos. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do any betting. I want to get it sorted in the 90, mate. But I think it will probably sort of come down to something. Oh, bro. Oh, mate, I hope it don't. I really hope it don't come down to Panos. My head can't handle that shit. I really hope it don't come down to Panos. I hope we get it done. Honestly, I hope we get it done. If we're going to get it done or whatever. Do you know the thing is though, expat, before you go, right? If they win it and they go on to the final, you know, there'll be people coming into this chat, Villa fans, going, oh yeah, no, we beat you, you're fucking this and this, that and the other. I'll have a bit more class than that, you know, because if we stay in the Premier League, we'll be on to these things eventually anyway, you know. So I'll have a bit more class than that, because as we said the other day, you know, we do respect Aston Villa for what they've done. So I won't be, I mean, I don't know, we'll see on the day, but I will not be sort of going like that. If we lose on pens, that'd be fucking devastating. Stay in the league, mate. We've got every chance of getting these things in the future. And let's face it, you know, we've been in the Championship for 23 years. This is kind of what worries me about West Ham and what was said yesterday. Like, West Ham ain't down yet, but this is what worried me the other day when they were saying, like, you know, people were saying, oh, we'll come back up and all this, that and the other. Wait, that league is fucking lethal. It's lethal. 23 years it took us. And the thing is, we had bad owners then. I mean, not, what was his name? Can't remember. Not the guy that Darby was saying, glad he's in a coffin and all that kind of stuff. Doughty. Not him, but Asawi was always a bad one. Always a bad one. Could see it straight away. And that league can actually fucking swallow you up, although they're changing the playoff thing, aren't they? Next season. I think it's going to be 8 teams. Is it 8 teams? Or 6? Yeah, I think it's 8 teams next season. I quite like the Championship, to be honest. I thought it was alright, but it's nice to be back in the Prem. And try to work our way through that, to be fair. But yeah, we've got to be massively up for Villa, because I mean they're putting all their eggs into that basket, you know, and we've done the same today. We're putting the B team out and giving players a chance to show us something, and I think they did that. 100%. Massively proud. Massively proud. and we'll see like how it goes on after that. But hopefully we can go on to the game on Thursday and get something out of that. And Arsenal against Atletico Madrid as well. Bayern PSG, which I'm really looking forward to, but I don't think it's going to be as good a game as last time. I hope so, but that's it. If it's as good a game as what it was last time, then one of those deserves to lift the Champions League. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see how that goes. It's 6:15 now, and my next stream will be at about 10 to 8, and it'll be Everton against Manchester City to see if they can keep things going. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm massively proud of the players that came out today, put that shirt on, wore it with pride. That's what every fan wants to see. Every fan wants to see players that want to actually be playing for your club and for your fucking badge. That's what it means, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? That's what matters. And, you know, Everton's got to come out and do the same tonight and make sure that Man City don't get anything there and put the ball straight back into Arsenal's court. But we'll see how that one goes. And big up Colin, I'll be there. And yeah, so as always, guys, I'll be back about 7:30, 10 to 8. I think it was 10 to 8 I set it for. And yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Everton against Manchester City. As always, guys, keep it real, keep it Yeti. And also, you fucking Reds. Fucking love my team. Fucking love my team. I love you guys as well. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the Chelsea fan that came in as well and give the, you know, it was a human being. He was a human being, whereas a lot of people come in and start going, oh, you cheated, and fucking bollocks. Fuck off. And, yeah. So, take it easy, guys. Tatty fucking bye, and we'll see you later. Pepsi says Everton versus 115 cheats. Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Catch you in a bit, guys. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, and I'm out of here. Tatty fucking bye. See you later, guys. Thanks for the support as always.